Hi everybody, welcome to the Durgan Urgans. I am your DM, Hina Squirrel, and these are my players. Hello players.
Guten Tag.
That's Sammy.
I'm eating toast.
That's Snowy eating toast. And Reb is currently away for just a moment. She's coming back though. She is not gone forever, I promise. And we are playing some more Durgan Age today. We are on session 25, guys. We have now made it to session 25. Whoa. Thank you for the host, Sammy Bearer.
I do what I want.
There are a few things I'd like to do before we start, but I'm going to wait until more people come in, because I should be starting to wait a little bit longer. We do start playing very soon, so instead I'm going to wait a little bit. Try to be patient. I'm just so excited to play every week. Too excited to play. Oh, there's a Gracie on Reb's camera. Oh, and the chair's gone. Gracie's having a good time over in Reb's camera view, which of course you guys can't see. We will probably be adding camera view to the stream more likely when Sammy and I move, because we are currently looking for a new home. So I do not have the time or resources to work on an overlay for that, especially since I have to work on an overlay for Sammy's new stream, which is going to be amazing once more of that is announced. But yeah. I'm hoping to have camera view. I have ideas for the overlay, and I'm super stoked about it, so we'll see. But I also have to introduce you guys to a new program to do it, and it's going to be a process, so I have to remember that. It's going to be a major change. But for now...
Cat Pete's.
Got Cat Pete's? That's for now you have Cat Pete's. Good job, man. Good job.
She looks so annoyed.
I didn't know you were selling beans.
Beans. But before we start, I do want to thank a few followers who followed me after our stream. So thank you from Doro from Texas. It looks like TX. I'm gonna assume that means Texas. And for some reason, my notifications aren't showing me the others, because I know we just reached 102 followers, which is nuts.
Woo!
Oh, my music. This stream might start. Huh! Shush, stream. No one cares. All right.
Which is nuts.
And now I had double sound for a moment. So let me see really quick. Oh, we're at 104 followers now. That's so nice. So,
Woo!
thank you to Doro from Texas. I think I know who that is, actually. Hero of Legacy. Ragnarok End. Riderish. The Chefinator. Mulk44, which I think actually followed us during the thing, but I'm not sure. No, they're not showing up in my thing.
Me too.
Drake Feywild. And I think that's it, because the next one is Wyatt and Nerdy, which of course was Wyatt from the GM table, which followed us during our last session.
My eternal rival.
Your eternal rival. So thank you guys so much for jumping us over to 104 followers. You guys, because of you guys, we actually are having a giveaway. Woo!
What are we giving away?
We're giving away, well, I'm
My
actually...
soul.
Huh?
My soul.
Your soul?
Yeah.
Only you can win a portion of Snowy's soul,
Oh
eternal
wait,
soul.
sorry. Gave that away.
Can't give that away. I already did that. And Reb's
It's
back.
already been done.
I'd give my soul
She
away,
waved.
but it has to be worth something. Hello, everyone.
There we go. So Rebby's back. So now I'm going to make my announcement. So we are going to be having a giveaway. I am actually going to put a poll in Twitter. I actually already did, and it looks like a lot of people are wanting a tabletop item, another one of those. So if you are to join us for that session, I think we're going to do session number 20, no, session 30 for a giveaway to give me enough time to, like, during this whole house hunting process to kind of get ready for it. We're going to do the giveaway on session 30. And during session 30, you have to be in the chat, and of course you have to enter a keyword to get in there, but you are getting physical items. You will be receiving a set of two sets of dice, polyhedral and d6, so you can play your own game of Dragon Age if you want to. A Critical Cutie Natural Beauty tote bag that I make and I only sell at conventions. So it's got a nice foil, like, iron-on that's very shiny and very lovely. You will also receive 3 of my tabletop stickers, and if there are any new tabletop stickers that come out before then, you will also be receiving that. These include the Critical Cutie Natural Beauty stickers that were originally my icons but have changed, and also my new Roll High Don't Die sticker, which turned out amazing. Which you can see on my Instagram over at Heinous Grill. So if you want to go check that out, it's over there. But today is Dragon Age Day, so we're not going to spend too long in announcing. Oh, also a free tabletop commission for either meeples or a portrait by me. So, yay! I will draw your D&D character or a character that you want to design. I will help you with that. So, woo! Exciting. So I'm going to go ahead and read the what happened last, and then we'll continue from there. There wasn't much that happened last time because you guys were mostly exploring the dungeon, but then, you know, shit went down. And that was exciting, wasn't it?
She got real fast.
She got real fast. That's how I go, guys. This is my DMing style.
Die! I'm just kidding.
Everyone died. The end. Where everybody, let's roll up some new characters. Alright, so I'm sorry, I had to pick up my iPad that has all my information on it. So what happened last? Our adventurers continued to travel through the ruins in an effort to find an ancient elven artifact that Ariani requested. Wesley suggested the Wyvern's Mark current location as a tavern location for Kalis and his Kadan once the Wyvern's Mark moved to its new location. They used their skills to avoid a heavy encounter while still gaining the treasures in the room they were in, and moved to the next floor down. Kalis announced to the group that he felt the presence of the artifact as they began to move further. After another encounter, they happened upon a large room with mosaics of hares and hawks lining the walls. As Kalis explained this to Ariani, the group began to feel exhausted. Wesley called out to Ariani as she began to panic before they fell victim to a demon's trap. The group was subjected to their greatest fears. Talon was placed into a stark haven in flames, where she lost everyone she cared for at the hands of Talus, Marissa's past self. Bridget was placed into a strange manor where she had performed experiments on the love of her life, Darion, by the gentleman's side. And Wesley was placed in a forest where he lost everyone to the Dreadwolf and was given a choice to join his side to stay with Ariani, or to fight. One by one, the group was able to see through the veil of lies with the help of Ariani, Ariella, and Tiana, who knew the Fade well. They then quickly went to rescue the others. Kalis, who was experienced with working in the Fade, was able to fend off the demons, but couldn't find a way out. Darion had been convinced that he had lost everyone because he didn't make the ultimate sacrifice and tried to find some other way. Marissa had been fooled into believing that the group completely left her and that she would forever remain alone. As the group was reunited, Ariani apologized that they were all put in such danger. Talon attempted to comfort her as she moved to release them all from the web. As she opened the path, she turned toward them, now in the form they saw her in when they were in the Greendales. No matter what those demons showed you, you are strong. Your fears show how far you've come. You have things now to protect. You have grown. I am so thankful and proud to fight by your side. They awoke in the same room, but now a demon, green, gangly, and tall, was staring towards them cautiously and curiously, asking how they were able to pull themselves from the trap. The demon, simply moved by pure curiosity, continued to ask how they freed themselves until Auriella moved to destroy it. Talon asked why the demon was so strange. She, in turn, asked why she offered to help someone like her, knowing full well she could turn on them and kill them. Bridget moved to destroy the Alluvian under the impression that they were still all trapped in the Fade, but was blocked by Auriella and Talon. Darion attempted to plead with her, saying that they were no longer in the Fade, and tried his best to show her by harming himself. Ariani then asked Wesley to touch the Alluvian in an effort to turn it on with the hand which wore her ring. Without questioning her, he moved, hoping to help them return if they were indeed still in the Fade. Auriella told the group that demons are more complex than others would have them believe, before moving to retake the crow's form as Kalis came back to consciousness. The group asked how he knew that they were back from the Fade. He tells them that at first he didn't, but he knew that demons use their wiles to capture and confuse those that are trapped, and no one was trying anything of the sort. Wesley then moved the Alluvian following Ariani's direction, and the edges began to glow with light in the shape of Dalish ivy, and shine through the layer of grime. And then the mirror began to shine brilliantly, where he saw a reflection of himself, older, with a valislan of light and a coy smile before a form began to step through. As she opened her eyes, Ariani announced once more that they were not in the Fade. Wesley immediately moved to kiss her, and then she explained that the Illuvian was actually owned by Andruel, Gilanane's promised, which connected to the temple Ariani was currently staying in. She quickly called the Inquisitor and called for an extraction team, and Darion spoke with Bridget, saying that the most painful thing she could do to Darion was to leave his side. Bridget then asked for a moment and moved to thank Ariella, who asked her to do her best at being strong for Darion. The group finally took a breath as they joked about Wesley clinging to Ariani. Kalis made a quick joke, offering a kiss, but at the word of him simply bluffing, he rushed in for a quick peck on the lips, and he stepped away laughing loudly as the group moved to wait for the Inquisition. Do we have any questions or concerns before we continue? The
No,
stuns.
I'm just waiting. I'm waiting for the cat to fall off that she went.
Oh, okay.
She just grabbed my arm.
She knows not what else
Alright.
to do.
All right, take the monkey. Sheesh.
Alrighty, so you guys are currently in the temple waiting for extraction, or the ruins, I'm sorry. Hello, Wyatt. Welcome to the stream. Glad you can make it. So
Greetings.
I keep kicking I moved the microphone a bit closer to me, so I'm kicking the microphone stand again. I'm so sorry if you guys hear that little thunk. I'm trying
Nope.
not to. No?
Mm-mm.
You don't hear the thunk?
No.
That's nice.
What thunk?
I don't know anymore. I thought you would hear a thunk.
Do it again.
No!
Controlled experiments.
Controlled experiment. No, I just took off my shoes that were actually banging against the thing, so no. I know, we're starting soon, so we're all good. Oh, good, no thunk. Thank you, Wyatt. So, we're going to go ahead and start from where we were. So, you currently
we're
are all
good.
Wow, that was fast. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for coming into this stream. You
How
guys
many
have
times we making this joke?
as many times as Sam keeps doing this.
Damn.
Sam, please. Sam.
Sam White.
Sam, no. Okay, so, you guys are currently in the room with Mosaic still, and kind of catching your breath and kind of resting after all that, waiting for Elena's team to come help you guys get out. Ariani kind of readies her staff, and she starts to kind of close her eyes and kind of starts chanting to herself a little bit in that strange language that you guys heard her speak before. And then she kind of stops and she smiles and nods a little bit. It looks like the demons are retreating, so hopefully by the time Elena gets here, we'll be okay.
Sounds all right.
I am really sorry you guys had to go through all that. That was nuts.
Ariani, I've got a question.
Ask me a question. She smiles towards you.
Is there any way you could connect me with Tayana sometime soon in the future?
She is in the Fade. I'd have to go find her. I think I could do that through Marissa. And Marissa kind of smiles. I'd be all for it.
I think that would be a good idea.
Okay. Well, yeah, for sure. Once we get out of here and we discuss what to do next, for sure. We'll talk about that. She smiles at you. I was getting
And
really...
then moves to go sit against a wall.
I think Marissa kind of looks towards you and also joins you next to the wall, kind of leaning against you, kind of like tired. And she, Ariana kind of rubs her head a little bit. I have to admit, though, I was really concerned once you all, fell asleep, I guess it was, that Wesley said? What was with that, by the way? And she looks to you, Wesley. Just kept announcing sleepy time.
Oh, all parts of my plan. Give you a very short, kind of buzzword for a clue to come get us.
Sure. Well, I couldn't find you guys, so I'm glad you guys came out of the Fade.
A demon pulled us in.
Oh, I was really worried just waiting on the line for you guys. I tried in meditation, but I couldn't find you at all.
How did you find us eventually?
Huh?
Did you ever find us eventually?
No.
And Ariani did help us.
She looks a little bit shocked at this. Huh. That's weird.
Very strange. You weren't with us at all.
Mm-mm. She shakes her head.
What the? Oh, and all the
Did I make
hells
out
of-
with a demon?
Oh,
Did you make out with me in the Fade? She looks a little concerned.
No.
Okay, then I guess you didn't make out with the demon. She's just laughing at you a little bit. I guess you're fine.
Have your possibilities ever overlapped each other?
About me kissing a demon? No.
No, not you. I'm not
She's
talking
just
to you.
laughing a
She's
little
just
bit.
looking at him with a smile. I'm not talking to you.
Have my possibilities ever overlapped? Well, here's the thing. I don't see my own possibilities.
Okay.
So I don't know what
But
you
have they
guys
ever-
see.
Maybe have they ever done that?
I wouldn't know. She kind of shrugs. I've seen you all in possibilities, but I've never seen that. I've never seen myself as a possibility.
Okay. Then have any of our possibilities crossed over each other?
I don't think so. Mm-mm.
Weird.
But I normally don't go through that kind of form of the fade. This is where it gets complicated, so bear with me a little bit. The fade that you all walk through, that's the same one Elena went through with the rest of them physically. It's kind of like the back alleys of the fade, I guess you could call it.
The labyrinth.
Yeah. The mirrors themselves, the areas that you guys went into, or that you told me about, I'm gonna assume then, she kind of, got that idea, since she wasn't in there. I believe those are like the rooms, because those are like alluvians from the times of old. They lead to certain people. So, that's how I normally travel.
Didn't Elena find a mirror? Or not found a mirror. Met somebody with a mirror? I remember this was talked about.
Met somebody with a mirror. An alluvian?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, we do have an alluvian at Skyhold.
But how did she come into the... How did she find it? Where did she get it?
100% I'm not sure, because in all honesty, I wasn't with her when she found it.
She never told you?
Not really.
Now that's weird.
But I did take it as my own.
So you don't know where this alluvians come from either?
Like I said, I think this alluvian is Andrewill's.
No, not this one here.
Oh.
I'm talking about the one that was in Skyhold.
No. Well, there's alluvians everywhere, but a lot of them are damaged.
I'm just wondering about the specific origin, where it was found.
Yeah, I'm
That
not
sort of
100% sure. I'd have to ask Elena.
Okay.
Why are you
Weird.
curious about that, though?
I don't know. It just feels like something about it would tell us more about the alluvians themselves. Because I've heard about the alluvian that was at Skyhold.
Well, I can give you information about the alluvians, and she smiles.
Oh, okay. So then, what part is there? Is that the fade in between alluvians? Is there?
Those
do
are
they
called.
work?
We call those crossroads. So
Crossroads.
with alluvians, when you walk through, it's not like you go into the fade. You go into crossroads. And crossroads are kind of like hidden areas.
Can we
elsewhere.
see?
I don't know if you guys can actually enter the alluvian. And she looks towards the alluvian. What? She looks confused.
I want to see. She's looking at her with excitement.
I mean, she looks a bit concerned.
Talon moves to get up, and she
You
starts
can
walking over.
oh, wait, hold on. She just follows after you, a little concerned. Just be careful. So my temple's a little weird, and she puts her hands together before you touch it. My temple doesn't allow anyone to enter without this, and she points to her own Balistlin.
Okay, but to get to your temple, I'd have to go through the crossroads, yes?
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that you can just pass through the alluvian. I'm not sure if you can, because it's a connector. You know what I mean?
So, but if... Okay,
We can
hold on.
try.
Let's just try it. Let's just try it and see what happens.
Okay. And she nods a little bit concerned. I'm nervous, and I'm going to stay right by your side as you do it. She looks nervous.
I'll
Kalis is
touch
just
it
leaning up
then.
against the wall, just kind of like leaning against the wall, like crossing his arms, looking at you.
What?
Nothing. I'm just enjoying myself.
What? What did I do? I don't understand what I
The
did.
pure curiosity in your eyes is just like childlike wonder. He just smiles.
Okay, she says something she's talking in Coonlot. This feels more like the Coon to me than the Coon actually felt. I just want to see what's in there.
Really? He says back in Coonlot.
Yes.
Huh. He starts to think for a moment. I never really thought about it that way, I guess.
I'm just gonna touch it. She says in trade. We're just gonna touch it.
Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
Orione's slight concerned. Okay,
Talon,
go
Talon
ahead.
moves to take off her glove.
Talon, please.
What?
She looks
Don't
towards
touch
you.
it. It's got fade stuff all over it.
That makes me want to touch it more.
Why?
Orione's laughing a lot now.
I'll explain when you're older. She says,
Am I older than you?
No.
I don't think so. Anyway, I can be older than you if I say so. He laughs.
Gillis is just like laughing a little bit to himself. What is happening over here?
That's like all day.
Talon, go touch the thing for God's sakes!
You got it, sir. She says, she salutes, and she holds one glove in her hand, and she moves to touch
Ariane actually like
Olivia
watches.
gently.
Ariane kind of watches you a little bit as your hand goes and touches the mirror surface, but it just works like a mirror. There's nothing's going
And
through.
Leslie goes, ah!
She pretends to be shocked.
Super tensed.
She pretends to be shocked.
Oh, roll deception then.
Okay, what's deception?
That's communication.
Sorry.
Trying to
sorry.
lie.
Hey, I didn't get you though. Why did you do that then?
So you
got to lie about
you
that.
touch it and you just go ah, right?
Oh,
Ariane,
What?
who's already freaking nervous as heck, kind of jumps a little bit, and then she just looks towards you and slaps your arm. Stop it!
Ah, what are you doing to me for? That's her. She did
She's,
the
no,
yelling.
she slapped it. She slapped Talon.
Oh, I'm just
Talon's
so...
smiling. She pulls her hand away. Happy feast day? She says it. She raises a hand.
Oh, she just sighs and she shakes
That's
her
my
head.
only trick for feast day, okay? That's my only trick. I can't go through.
Meanwhile, as they're all talking, Bridget, Darion just kind of looks towards you. Are you truly all right? I'm quite worried about you.
Shaken, yes, but I think I'll manage.
That's good to hear. He smiles. And I'm
all
all
of
right.
This is just so.
It-
All of this is just so confusing.
Well, I assume that stuff from the Fade is quite confusing. It's why I choose to write about beasts and dragons instead. Nothing oh so
Yes.
magical.
Yes, there's a reason why the Fate can drive many angry and crazy and all sorts of other
Yes.
emotions.
He nods a bit. Yes, quite. Well, as long as you are all right, I suppose that's really all that matters. He smiles.
Oh, what about your hand? Are you okay?
Oh, Lady Marissa mostly healed it. It'll be fine. He smiles.
Bridget just frowns.
I'm all right. I swear.
Yes, but you didn't need to pull something like that just to convince me that.
To be
Everything
frank,
was okay.
I was panicked. He looks a little bit concerned. I wasn't thinking thoroughly. I just did the first thing that came to my mind, and I'm not quite good at those, as you know.
It seems neither of us were thinking rationally.
No, he shakes his head. I suppose the Fade has that effect on a lot of people.
All I want is to get out of this god's awful place now.
And we shall. We shall return home and take a breath. Once all this is done. And Marissa kind of just looks over to you, So, are you alright, big sis?
I'm fantastic. She smiles. She looks
I was worried about, you talked about your biggest fear when I brought up mine, and so I got worried about you.
No, I'm okay. She smiles. She looks at her.
She nods a bit.
Nothing, it seems like, in the fate is written in stone.
That's true.
Absolutely nothing. And
I didn't go to no
a
circle
demon-
or anything, but, it's quite weird being someone
But-
that never actually experienced teachings, I guess.
yeah, having the whole harrowing thing. Demons pull things around and change things, and it was all illusion. And while it might have some truth to it, we have the power to be stronger than that. She's just like,
Kayla smiles, and that is how you survive your first Fade. travel. He smells.
Doesn't mean I'm not freaked out. She's
Oh,
just looking at
everybody
him.
gets freaked out at first. I assume. Let's not act like this is a common occurrence, of course, but I believe everyone has this
I'm
kind
gonna need at
of outlook.
least 5 or 6 ales when we get back to town and a big meal.
Oh, I'm having a Kunari ale, for sure.
Are you following us back?
I don't know. I can.
You're welcome to.
Well, thank you. It depends on where our lovely Lady Ariani is going.
I figured she was coming with going back to the temple, but if she wants to come with us, she can come with us too.
Do you say that loud enough so she hears it?
Yes.
Ariani kind of looks over. I didn't think about that, but there is something I'd like to ask you all, for sure. Because this wasn't
What's
the
up?
end of my favor.
Oh, what do you need?
Well, it's, and she's starting to think a little bit on how to phrase it, and then she stops as you feel the roof below, like, above you, just kind of starts shifting a little bit, and you see crumbles kind of coming off the ceiling. And Ariani looks up. That's not normal.
No.
And then you all hear a voice enter your mind. My lady, are you all right? You hear very
Oh my
loudly. Ah, and Ariani covers her ears.
God.
Everybody just covers their ears. And then she stops. Shit, Seren. And she looks towards Kalis. You didn't tell her? He looks more upset. And she's like,
Seren.
And she looks towards you. And she stops for a moment. She looks up and she kind of calls up to Seren. There's a hatch. Come down the normal way, please. And, we're okay, but be small. And then you hear, very well, my lady. You hear very loudly in your mind again. And then you...
Oh, that hurts.
I'm trying to teach her not to shout in mines. I'm sorry. She looks confused.
What?
Sorry. She laughs a
Oh,
little
my
bit towards you.
head.
Darion's also holding his head a little bit. This is going to be enjoyable, I assume. Is my sarcasm any better? And he looks towards you, smiling.
Yes, quite.
Your sarcasm is shit. He smiles towards you.
Well, it's been a long day. Tolerance is looking at him.
After a moment, you actually hear, like, the sound of combat and, like, slashing.
What the actual hell?
And then from the door slams open, and you see an elven woman with short white hair wearing scale mail shining like sea glass. And she looks towards Ariani, and you hear loudly, "My lady!" And Ariani covers her head. "Stop, Seren, stop!" And she puts her hands up, and she stops. "Very well, I apologize. I was very excited." But she's not
What
opening her
is
mouth.
she-
You're hearing it in your mind.
What is she? Talon blinks as she looks.
She looks towards you. "I am Seren," and she kind of like puts her arms to her hips. "I am known as the Siren of Sea Glass."
Mama Dragon. She says as she points.
"That
at
is not my name!" And she smiles towards you a little bit, but her mouth's not
Don't.
opening.
Tall, don't
What?
excite the dragon.
Is that who she is?
She's
Is she the
loud.
dragon that we met?
Darion kind of nods a little bit, supposedly. She took form of a dragon and flew away on feast day, surprisingly.
Talon looks at her. Do you remember us?
Somewhat. It is complicated.
As are all things.
As are all things. I like this one, and she looks towards Ariani. And Ariani just kind of sighs as she walks over to her. And you see Seren actually, like, move her hands and start to kind of, like, look over Ariani. "Are you injured, my lady?" And she's, like, looking her over. "You frightened me quite an awful lot when I checked your room and you were no longer inside." And Ariani just kind of sighs a little bit. And she looks towards you guys. "Seren has been tasked with protecting my temple, but as of right now," and she looks towards her, and Seren kind of goes quiet for a moment. And then she kind of like kneels. "My lady, I have failed you! The temple is no longer being guarded!" She looks very concerned. And Ariani kind of sighs a little bit. "It's okay, Seren. It's okay." And she bats her head a little bit.
Talon's trying to not laugh. She's
And
covering
Ka-
her mouth.
She looks
Bridget
towards
holds
Kalis.
up like a finger, like she's about to say something.
Yeah.
But she has no idea what to say right now.
She looks towards Kalis. "Ah, Sir Kalis was defending your honor, of course. A leader of your knight should be as such." And Kalis just kind of looks towards her, and then he looks towards Ariani. Ariani just kind of does the whole go with it kind of motion. And then he just looks towards Seren. "Yeah." Mm-hmm. That's what I was doing. For sure. She goes, of course, nothing could be expected less from you, Sir Kalis. Yep. Mm-hmm.
I've got a question.
Yes.
It has nothing pertaining to what you're talking about. I'm sorry to say that. I'm interested, but I have need of a dragon's tooth, and I was wondering how that could be done without killing a dragon. Is there any way to do such a thing?
She kind of thinks for a moment. I mean, I could break one off in my dragon form.
Would it grow back?
No.
No, I don't want your teeth then. She says as she looks at her.
I could give you a small one. And she looks a bit concerned as she kind of tilts her head a little bit.
No. I'll just have to see if I come past one that's no longer on this side of the veil. She says as she waves a hand. It's not that big of a deal.
This side of the veil?
Yes. I'm talking about those that have passed away, have died.
Ah, I understand now. Thank you for explaining.
I was like this when I left the queue. She smiles as she looks up at her.
Ariane just kind of sighs a little bit.
Jack told me once when I think it was like my 5th or 6th night there, I was cleaning up this campsite, and he said, "Eat, drink, be merry." And I said, "I am not merry. I'm Talvashoth."
Kalis kind of smirks a little bit as he laughs to himself.
I had no idea. She says she's laughing.
Wesley, were you going to say something?
No.
Okay, I thought I heard you starting. Okay, so she just kind of looks towards her. Would you like me to take you out of this place, my lady? And she kind of shakes her head a little bit. No, we're waiting for the Inquisition. We are fine. She puts her hands up a little bit. Very well, then I shall wait with you, and I'll make sure that you are safe. And she nods a bit. Ariane kind of looks towards her. What about the temple?
But, yeah,
and then she kind of stops.
Say.
I am conflicted, and she puts her hands on her head. Ariane just kind of sighs a little bit. Okay, this part is fun from her, I guess. And after a little while longer, you start to hear footsteps of other people starting to enter, and you see Elena coming through the door. Hello? Oh, this is where you all are.
Yes, but hiding.
All right. She smiles. Hiding from what? She looks a little bit concerned as she looks around.
Ourselves. Dun dun dun.
Ah, I see. She nods to herself a little bit. No, I got that. Yes, I know. I see. And she smiles towards you. Right, so I suppose we'll have the extraction team help you all out. So, shall we get out of this musty old ruin?
Oh, I was beginning to like it.
Were you? You can stay here if you'd like.
No, I'm good. There's no ale.
That was just a joke, and she winks to you a little bit.
I was joking with you. Let's go. She's starts walking out.
And a few Inquisition scouts start to walk in and kind of carefully move the alluvian, wrapping it a little bit in the tarp that you guys found it under, and starts to pull it out with you. And you all are eventually extracted from the ruins and are now outside in the Brazilian forest area. And Ariane kind of just sighs a little bit. So I haven't gotten to the next part about my favor, so I should do that before we move forward. And she smiles to you all. The Inquisition is going into the shadows, you all know that.
Yes.
And my well-being is in danger if I continue to stay with the Inquisition. And so, I was hoping you would accept the alluvian and move it to the Wyvern's mark.
Come again.
So that we can have a creepy portal to the Fade?
It would be it's a connection to my temple only.
Oh,
it won't be.
Yeah.
She sighs a little bit.
I think
No.
might want
Yes.
you you don't own the Wyvern's Mark
Trying to
Tavern.
laugh a little bit.
I think we should ask Bravia to make sure it's okay. Otherwise, it's
I can
fine.
call him. Marissa looks to you.
Okay. Just call
Okay.
her.
She moves her message crystal out from her shirt and she talks into it for a second and it begins to glow. And you hear Bravia's voice on the other side. Hello?
Bravia, we have a bit of a question to ask.
Oh, all right.
we've been asked by Ariane to move the artifact that we found here to the Wyvern's Mark proper. Is that going to be okay?
How big is it?
It's a very tall mirror. It's an
Well,
illuvian.
we could keep it in an empty room.
That's not my worry. My worry is if it's okay with you. She says as she looks through to the crystal.
Elena also kind of pipes in and she says, I will pay for the room if you need to put it in a separate room. And, Robbie is quiet for a moment. I mean, I don't see why not.
Okay, that sounds great. I just wanted to make sure it was okay with you because you own the Wyvern's Mark, and
You know what? I do appreciate you asking me first. I would have been very, very surprised if you walked in holding a giant mirror.
Let's remember that we are not the bosses. You are the boss. So that's why I'm asking.
I appreciate that. It should be easier to actually hold on to once we move to our new location, which we are starting to fix up. So it's not ready yet, of course. So we'll keep it in our own for now, and it could stay in the larger room. No one else is using it. It's too expensive. I guess the Inquisition did that on purpose so that no one else could rent out the room. So
Gotcha.
we'll just put it in there.
All right, cool. That sounds great.
Should I expect you all to bring it back then?
I don't know. Is everybody going to come in?
It's up to you guys what you want to do next. I had an idea that we could send Seren to drop it off.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine.
But if you guys don't want to, that's if you guys don't want to return to Starkhaven. If you guys do, then we'll just all go
Do we get
together.
to ride the dragon?
Do you want to ride the dragon? She looks a bit concerned.
Yes! Colin's smiling. Yes! Also, if I could have a scale, that would be rad.
A scale. She looks to you.
Yes!
For why?
To give to my Kadon.
I do not know what this word means, but all right. Very well, I shall see what I can do.
Love of my life. She says as she looks through.
I still do not know what this means, but all right.
Person I care for deeply.
Ah, like my lady, and she looks towards Ariane.
Yes.
Very well. Would you all like to ride me to the Starkhaven? She says to the Starkhaven.
Without hesitation, Bridget goes, yes.
She looks to...
Good. Thank you. Pretty sure I would weigh you down, and I'm pretty sure that would be bad.
It would be no problem. I am quite large. She puts her hands to her hips a little bit, kind of standing proudly.
No, I don't want to bother.
Would you like to see my dragon's form?
We've seen it.
We've seen it.
That's true. Very well, and I will not change right now. She nods a bit to herself.
All right, Wesley, you can walk. It'll be fine. Good luck in the vicinity of the fear demon, by the way.
Oh gosh, Ariane looks a bit concerned. There is one thing that I do need to stop for, so I guess I won't be going with you guys. I do need to stop at Skyhold for one thing.
You want me to go with you?
I mean, if you want to,
really neat.
if you want to come with me, you can come with me. She looks a little concerned. Kayla's just gonna laugh a little bit. I guess I'll just make sure that Seren is not being crazy, and he looks up to Seren. Seren kind of just crosses her arms. I do not know what this term crazy means, but I am offended.
I don't know what it is and I hate it. Out of character, that's out of character.
It is like coffee. I despise coffee.
How can you not like coffee?
Coffee is bitter water. Why not just drink the water?
Did they not put milk and sugar in it for you?
What is milk and sugar?
You guys! She's looking to Ariane.
Kayla's just kind of shrugs a bit. Okay, it's not her fault. It's our fault. But also, we drink all of our coffee black. I don't understand.
You never put butter in it? Oh, you should put butter in it. It's awesome.
I got no time for that. You gotta survive.
Coffee?
Yeah.
You gotta survive out there. We don't got time for making fancy ass coffee.
You put animal. You know what butter's made out of?
Milk.
Yes, it's essentially
turned cream.
Cow.
Yes.
You put that in your drink.
Yeah, you put milk in your drink.
Ariana's just like
Because
watching.
I don't drink
Are we
coffee.
having coffee debates at the moment right now? We're in the middle of the Bristinian forest. I would like to go home.
And
So-
you want to ride a dragon.
Yes,
how
very
are we
much.
doing this? So we have two options. Those that want to go home can ride on Seren. Those that want to go with Ariani to Skyhold will ride with the Inquisition.
I'm
Oh,
going with Seren.
Okay.
Bridget is not passing up the opportunity to ride a big ass dragon.
Darion probably looks just as concerned as you, Wesley, looking towards Seren. I'm quite afraid. He looks towards you, Bridget. Wait, you know what? No, we did face a terror demon. You know what? Screw it. Why not? I'm going to regret
Yeah.
this. I'm going to regret this. He shakes his head a little bit.
No!
I said it, and
No.
immediately I'm going to regret this.
It'll be so good for your next book of research.
He stops.
Yes, it's gonna be fun.
You can see the gears turning a little bit.
Think about how many people have getting to ride a freaking dragon.
Oh god, you're right. He kind of holds his head a little bit. Ah,
And
you're
you'll
right.
Be able to see how they fly.
All right,
First
fine. You've
person.
already gotten me. You've gotten me. All right, I'm going. All right, and Marissa's like, "Dragon ride us!" And Marissa's putting her arms up in the air. Wesley, you sure? Are you sure? She's just dancing a little
We
bit.
get our own theme song, Dragon Riders.
God, you gave her another title.
Yeah! She just pumps her fist a little bit. I have so many jobs.
You are so multifaceted.
How can you not hire me at this point? She smiles
Your
to you.
resume is so long. She's
She's
smiling.
just laughing towards you. So, Wesley, you are going to stick with Ariani then?
Yes.
Okay.
Of course.
Stick with the lady
Have
love.
fun. Goodbye.
If you don't see me, stay out of my room.
Soren's
Why would I
looking
go
at
in there?
Because you might think I'm dead and you can have my stuff. You can't have my stuff.
Alright, if I don't see you in 3 days, it's all mine.
Alright, that's fair.
No
Wait,
funeral.
Marissa-
Sorry.
Marissa
Pass
moved-
some to
Marissa's
Ash.
holding the message crystal, and she looks towards it really quick. Make sure Wesley doesn't touch my stuff. And she closes her hands over it and turns it off.
Alright, so you
Amazing.
get that 3 days and you're dead. You're dead.
That's fair.
Okay,
It's
but
a
if we're
really
all
nice
dead,
funeral for us.
yes, you have to hold one funeral for each of us. This is the rules.
No
Per
funerals. Sorry, I don't have that much money.
Too bad. So sad. That's the rules. If you want all our shit, you have to give us each a funeral. She crosses her arms.
Exactly.
How would you know? You'd be dead.
Oh,
I'll haunt
exactly.
your ass in
We'll
the
know. Ariani's
I'll
just
come back and haunt your ass. That's what's gonna happen.
Ariani's just watching, and Kayla's kind of tilts his head a little bit. I'm not used to this type of banter. And Ariani shakes her head. This is not how our group banters. That's for damn sure. She's laughing a little bit.
What do you mean? She looks to
I just don't
Ariana.
see the point of a funeral.
We don't
I
talk
see
about
the
funerals.
point of
She
your
looks to you.
face. She says, looking at it.
Marissa just kind of points to you. Oh!
Oh,
Let's be honest. You're not going to die unless you fall off that dragon, okay?
that's why. That's why you
Alright,
have to
but
come
I'll
and find our
see it
bodies.
from
You have to come
here.
and find
You
our
go into the
bodies.
distance.
Kayla's just sighs a little bit.
Down to the ground. Like,
Alright, we need to shut up and go.
Kayla just shakes his head. No, we're enjoying this. This is a little bit concerning and also
Get out
entertaining.
Safety belt.
Yeah, does this thing have ropes
No.
to keep us? Well, this is
You-
gonna be fun.
You hold on
Can
to.
you imagine giant saddle?
Yes!
Do not. Seren kind of puts a hand, a fist to her chest.
I'm joking,
Do not
joking,
worry, though. We shall get there quickly. We should be there in less than a day's time. And she's putting her hand, her fist to her chest.
I really thought she was going to hit me.
Soren, how do you think
She
we're
does
going
this,
to-
and Wesley goes, ha!
Soren, how do you think we're gonna stay on your back?
If you hold on, it should be fine. She smiles.
Okay, this is gonna be very interesting. Let's do this.
Okay.
Velcro.
Thank you, fight.
Thank you, fight.
Fantasy Velcro, where all your dreams
All your
hold
dreams
still.
come true.
Okay. So you all are. Kalis actually looks towards Seren and says, "You will fly slowly and carefully. Do you understand me?" And she goes, "Very well, Sir Kalis."
We are soft and squishy.
He kind of sighs a little bit, and low to the ground, as low as you can without raising suspicion. And she nods. Very well, Sir Kalis. Kalis just sighs. Alright. Well, I will miss you. And he looks towards Ariane. Ariane just shakes her head. And, you see, Seren kind of step backwards. I shall now transform back into my form! Bear witness! And she begins to kind of, glow, and she takes on the form of her dragon form, of the sea glass. And you still hear her voice the same way in your mind, and she goes, right! Everyone, get on!
Talon moves to start trying to scramble up this dragon.
She actually puts her wing out, so that you can kind of
cool.
use that to help. And
Cool.
Kalis just kind of sighs a little bit as you all start scrambling onto the dragon, except for Wesley. Ariane's just watching this whole thing. Seren, please be careful! And Seren kind of responds, as you wish, my lady, they shall all arrive safely.
This is gonna be fun. I'm so excited. Talon says that she moves to sit in between his spine.
So you all
Riding
take...
a real-life dragon.
I know. Our lives are the best lives. She's just looking at her.
She actually kind of moves, and she delicately kind of moves the alluvian into one of her big claws. And she kind of nods to herself. We shall move now. Hold on tightly. And I would like you all to roll strength,
no.
please.
Oh no!
Bridget
We're
with
gonna
advantage.
fall off.
Bridget with advantage, please, because Darion is helping.
Can I do might?
Yes.
This is what you get.
I mean, I gotta focus, dude. Oh, this is the shittiest roll I've ever had in my life. It's a 10.
You're not gonna automatically fall down. Don't worry. Give me a second.
That's cool. I mean, even if we just on takeoff, Talon just falls off. It'd be so funny.
That would be funny.
Just...
All right, let me roll for Darion.
My best was a 10.
Okay.
That's what I got too.
I would say that Talon,
So
you're probably
Talon are just,
helping.
like,
You're
rodeoing it.
helping Marissa. I think.
Yes.
Tall.
Yes,
Okay.
I would.
Okay, Darion's great. Good job, Darion. All right, let me go to Marissa. Oh
So
God!
Talon, I-
So she's gonna get a double because look, that's what you get for helping her. Good job, Tal. And then Kalis.
So Tal and I are just like hanging on with one hand.
I would say
other hand in
Kalis
the air.
knows how to
Little
fly her,
yeehaw.
so he's not going to roll. Because Kalis has done this before. Alright, so the dragon lifts her wings really high up and then starts to kind of flap them, getting herself off the ground, and you all kind of like hold on as tight as you can, kind of like moving slightly and getting a little bit nervous as Seren begins to take flight, and she takes off. And Wesley, you see them fly off into the distance as Ariane's just watching, very concerned. Okay, I guess we're going to Skyhold, and she looks towards you, Wesley, smiling.
Yes, I'm so down with that. Let's go.
She laughs towards you as you start to move. And so, I would say for the rest of the Wyvern's Mark who's heading back to Skyhold, it takes you about half of a day to get back, which would normally take you about 2 full days because you'd have to cross the river again. So she takes you the direct route, which makes it way faster. So she kind of lands outside of the gates to keep inconspicuous. And she sets the mirror down first very carefully and then moves a little bit out of the way and lands and moves her wing to let you all off. And you are all kind of like, whoa, as you're getting off.
I can't wait to write Varric about this. She smiles as she slides off the dragon.
Don't. I want to write about it first. Darion smiles.
Okay. All right.
Darion's super excited. Huh?
Are any of us airsick?
I would say with all your rolls, no. I think you're all okay.
Don't throw up on the dragon.
Don't throw up on the dragon.
You're not here, God.
I mean, she's already green, you know?
And as the last person steps off, she reverts back to her humanoid form, and she looks towards you all. I hope that was enjoyable.
It was awesome.
Excellent. Very well. She shouts into your mind. I need to transform back. And Darion goes, no, not again.
No, not now, not now. Soon.
She smiles towards you a little bit, but again, her mouth isn't opening as she speaks. Very well. One day soon. I must
Now we need
return
to-
back to the temple.
Now I need to figure out how to get this Illuvian inside.
Would you like me to assist you?
No.
Are
It'll
you
be
quite
okay.
sure? I am very strong.
I mean, you and I carrying it together should be alright if you want to
She actually moves to it and she easily picks up, like, one side.
Yeah, let's carry it together so that way people don't think that you're some freak of nature.
What does this mean?
So that way people don't think that you're a monster. She says as she moves to go help pick it up.
What is this term,
Yeah,
monster?
Allow
Something
me
that's
to
scary to
clarify.
humans.
Perhaps I can clarify. Your display of strength
Yes.
is not a normal display for someone your size currently.
I see. My dragon's
The-
strength.
Yes, therefore it would look normal if someone of the same size helped you.
That is a very helpful explanation. Thank you, milady.
I nod to her.
So, give me 1/2 of this mirror by
She
tipping it over slowly. She says as she helps grab
she
the
slowly
top half
tips
of
it over.
Okay, she's holding it.
So
Let's
it is
go
still
in
wrapped, so
together.
nobody can see it. So
Right.
you all begin to head into Starkhaven. And Bravia kind of looks towards you all as you enter the Wyvern Spark, and she starts to welcome you, seeing Kalis enter. She kind of gets a little bit excited. Kalis, you're back. I'm quite surprised. And he smells. Nothing better to do. He smells.
That's rude. Thomas is looking at him.
He sticks out his tongue a little bit. And he
He
walks
couldn't
in.
wait to see you again, Bravia. He just couldn't
I
stop
couldn't
talking about
stand
you.
it. I needed to
Oh, he
see
was
you
just
once
gushing
more.
about you.
He was just gushing. She says as she's walking with this mirror.
She just
Absolutely gushing.
She just watches you, shaking her head slowly.
What?
You're making fun of me.
No, I'm not. I'm making fun of Kalis because he's being a jerk.
Kayla's kind of wiggles his shoulder a little bit. That's what I'm getting at. And then she kind of looks towards Seren, who's helping you carry the mirror. She points to Seren and looks to you.
This is Seren. She works with Ariani.
She nods
She's
a
the
bit. It-
protector of her realm. Temple?
Temple, she says. But Bravia looks a little bit concerned as she doesn't open her mouth to say that. That's not a normal...
She's a dragon.
See, you say that as if I'm supposed to be, like, automatically, oh, okay, I get that. But just you saying that makes me go, what? She looks towards you.
It's been a weird day. She says as she's walking with this thing. Where's the big room? Will you show me, please, so I can put down this...
Yes, and she moves upstairs with you and Seren to the large room that's next to Darion's room, and she helps you place it so that it's safe. And Seren looks towards it. Excellent. This shall be a fine place. Make sure
Can
to
you
keep it
use
safe.
this mirror?
I can.
Maybe use it to get back to the temple so you don't have to fly anymore?
Very well, I shall do so.
Just to make sure it's working fine since we've moved it.
She actually, like, once you set it up, she places her hand flat against it, and you see ripples begin to form around it like water, and you see a glow of Valislin begin to show, and her hand actually goes through, and she looks to you all. Please keep this safe.
We will.
She nods to
Be
you.
safe for yourself.
Then you are also guardians of my lady.
We're friends.
That is what the other said before as well. Very well. I shall just continue to call you all friends of my lady.
Yes, that's
It
that's a
apparently
better
seems
word.
to mean the same thing, and she nods a bit.
I'll explain it another time, she says as she waves.
Very well. I shall move back to the temple. I was talking in Seren makes it, like, weird, because I'm like, I have to be
Yeah.
all loud.
Yeah.
And she does step through, and as she steps through, it's like a driplet comes out of the ripple, and then goes right back in, and the mirror becomes solid again.
Wow. That thing is cool. Okay.
Bravia
So-
nods a little bit.
God, she's loud.
Yeah, she is. She's a dragon. I don't really understand what's happened. She's the dragon we saved with Darion, actually.
Darion is like, he actually stayed downstairs.
No, she's just pointing it out.
No,
She's
I know,
trying to
but
explain to
Darion,
Bravia what
I want you all to know, Darion downstairs has already started writing it down, like with his experience down.
we actually rode her back.
Bravia looks to you, braver than I.
It was amazing, she says with a smile.
She nods a
I
bit.
mean, the view from up there.
I've never been so tall before. That was amazing.
Well, I mean, you're always tall.
Ha ha ha.
Ha 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 ha.
Anyways, I don't know what the details are, but she's gained sentience and is protecting Ariani's temple.
All right. Well, you all went through a lot.
Well, that's not even half of it.
Drinks, and she smiles.
Yes.
Right.
Please,
then-
and food. She says she starts walking out of the-
absolutely. Kalis has already.
Lots and lots of bacon.
Sir Kalis has already put in his order. Let us go and start that. She starts to
How
walk out of the
things
room.
been here?
Everything's been fine. Nothing out
Oh,
of the
good.
ordinary.
I'm just trying to make small talk because I care about you and I want to make sure you're doing okay.
Oh, I forgot. You asked Seren for a scale, so I will say that one fell as she walked through the mirror.
Oh, Dalton looks at it and she moves to go pick it up. How
Ooh,
big
what
is
color
it?
is it?
It is the. It looks like one of the scales that were actually in her scale mill, but like once it falls off, it's like some magic was making it look more like armor. So
Right.
it's about a decent size. I would say it fits your full palm. Not well, your hands are much bigger. I would say it fits in your palm. It's a
Okay.
decent sized
Okay.
scale, and it is a light aqua green kind of like look to it that changes
sea
a little bit of
glass?
the it changes a bit of the color as you tilt it to that
Talon
blue.
smiles as she puts it in her pocket.
Okay. So you all start to head back down.
Yep.
And you all begin to rest for the rest of the day. And we're going to move back to Wesley. Wesley, as you move with Ariani back to Skyhold, it doesn't take you guys long because the Brazilian forest is not far from Skyhold. Because you guys, it's just in the Frostback Mountains. Ariani's just kind of quiet as she's sitting with you. So I do have to grab something, but it's gonna be weird, and I don't want you to panic a little bit. And she kind of pushes her fingers together, kind of like looking down towards them.
How weird would it be?
It's magic shit, and she looks a bit concerned.
Well, what is it specifically?
She is just quiet for a moment. Okay, so I told you a while back that Fenrirel tricked me into grabbing amulets. You remember that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, those amulets I put into a tree in the crossroads in the alluvion that Tal was speaking about earlier. And so I need to retrieve those because if that alluvion stays there and somebody figures out a way to get in, I think that's what he needs to start moving forward. And I need to make sure it's safe. But it's gonna be weird. So, you don't have to come into the alluvion with me. It'll be quick. She smiles.
Well, if you feel like it would be a little, like, unsafe, or if you want me to go, I'll go with you.
She kind of smiles to you a little bit. It's not that it's unsafe, it's just I don't want to panic you at all.
Why do you
Because-
think you would panic me?
I don't know exactly what's going to happen, and she looks a little bit concerned.
Okay. You're just retrieving some things that you put there yourself, right?
Yeah, she nods a bit, but the way I'm gonna keep them for safekeeping is I'm gonna take them inside of me. You know how, like, I told you I put it in the tree? I'm putting it in me. So that I can keep it safe. This is weird to talk about. She looks a bit concerned as she's trying to figure
All
it
I
out.
can think about you is just eating a necklace, and that just seems weird.
She starts laughing a little. No, it's they'll be in their pure form. They won't be in the amulet form anymore.
Well, do you know what these things would do to you, though?
She shakes her head no.
So how do you know that it's safe?
A vision. She smiles to you a little bit.
A vision of what, though? Because I've had one
Of-
recently, and I didn't quite like that.
What? She looks a bit. Oh, you mean
No.
that?
Yeah.
You mean the fear? That's not a vision. She points to you. That was a trap. It was a trick. That's what demons do. They trick you, and they try to trap you that way.
But other people might. Look. Simple yes or no. Do you want me to go with you?
She sighs a little bit. Part of me is saying yes, and part of me is saying no. If I'm honest with you, I don't want to make that decision for you, Wesley. But I want you to feel comfortable about it too, and so if it would bring you more comfort to be in there, then you can come in.
Okay. How about this? How about I appease both of your yeses and nos? I go with you to this room, and I sit there in front of the mirror until you get back.
So not coming into the Illuvian, just waiting outside of the Illuvian.
Yes.
That would be fine, if that's what you want to do.
All right then.
All right. So
that's also a yes, going with you to that point, and then I'm going to wait.
Okay, sounds like a plan. She smiles too. As you actually approach the gates of Skyhold. And she begins to walk with you kind of into the courtyard area. There's not a lot of people here. It seems like they've all moved on to other things. It's a lot more empty than when you last went, Wesley.
Question.
Yeah.
For you.
For
Why
me?
is it so gosh darn cold?
Because we're in the Frostback Mountains, and she raises an eyebrow
don't
too.
like it.
And it's also winter. So double cold, I guess.
I am so happy that there's going to be we don't have to come here anymore. Because it's so cold.
She just laughs a little bit. So you were very excited to find that the Illuvian's going to be staying with the Wyverns, Mark. She kind of like raised an eyebrow towards you.
Yeah.
As you're still walking. And she takes you to a courtyard area and opens a kind of a hidden away door. And you see another one of those Illuvians, but it looks a bit different. The ivy is still up and around it, but it looks more angular compared to the one you found in Andrewill's ruin.
Yeah, remind me again, whose is this one?
I don't know. This one I don't know. She smells. I guess it's mine now, because I technically claimed it and made it my own crossroads.
That's something.
I am something, as we've discussed, and she smiles.
Yeah, and then some.
She sighs. All right. So I guess wait here, and I'll.
It's only like a cheesier from there. You know that, right?
She laughs a little bit. Yes,
so much cheese.
Oh no, not too much. I hope. She kind of smiles.
Oh no, there's gonna be loads.
Well, damn. All right, I guess I'll have to live with this. This is the life I've chosen. And she smiles as she starts to move towards the Illuvian, and she looks towards you.
I grab her hand and kind of pull her back into a hug.
She hugs you back, and she kind of laughs a little bit. I'll be all right, and I'll be right back.
You better.
I will. And she nods to you. And she begins to move toward through the Illuvian. And you're waiting, you said?
And she never came back.
Damn it, he's there sitting forever.
He'll never leave. All you see is the bones of Wesley.
Yeah.
So, Wesley, as you wait outside, it seems like a lot of time is passing.
He's just waiting.
Okay, so he won't change at all?
No.
Okay.
He's gonna wait there for her.
Okay.
He does not care.
Okay.
And he doesn't have a sending stone to everyone else, right?
Nope, he does not.
Dang it. Okay, cool.
So he has no means of communication with everyone else.
Dang it. Alright. So I was about to say, don't touch my stuff. Dead or not, I'm just like gonna leave it there. I don't have stuff to begin with.
It will forever remain in that area.
I have no stuff to begin with, so.
And after a moment, you see Ariani begin to step back through, and she's kind of holding her head a little bit as she kind of falls forward a bit.
Are you okay?
She nods a bit. She kind of holds her hand against the wall, kind of like holding her head a bit. It was a bit more overwhelming than I expected. I'm alright, and she smiles to you. They accepted me for what it's worth.
So, what does this mean now?
She looks towards the alluvian, and she kind of nods a bit. That means that we no longer have a use for this, and she puts a hand to it. And the least amount of alluvians that exist is the better. And you see a crack begin to form into the mirror, and then it goes straight down the center, and the mirror breaks. And she nods a bit. Okay.
But that was like pretty much like the coolest thing I've seen today.
She looks at you.
Other than you.
She just laughs a little bit. What, breaking a mirror? Without heading it?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed the show. And she bows to you a little bit like she was performing.
Brava.
I'm afraid I can't do it again. The mirror's already broken. Or I would give you an encore. Then she starts to walk out with you. But then she stumbles.
And he catches her.
Okay.
Hopefully.
Yeah, you catch her. As you grab onto her, Wesley, your mind goes blank for a moment. And you see her standing in a white space, and you hear whispers surrounding her as she's looking around. And then it flashes back. And she looks to you. Are you okay?
Yeah,
She looks a bit concerned as she kind of watches you.
what was that?
What was what?
Am I like remembering this, or is it like
yeah.
fading?
Okay. It's still there. It's in your mind.
So you were in a white space, and then you were being talked to by a bunch of voices, but they were not there.
She stops. That was the process. She kind of tilts her head to the side. But how did you see it?
It beats me. I do not know. I used magic.
Whoa! She smiles towards you.
You were in there for so long that I
You gained a connection to the Fade?
Yeah, it was wonderful. I already have my connection. It's you. But
whoa.
Yeah.
She laughs towards you a little bit as she kind of rubs her head a little bit. It was part of taking it within me. I had to prove myself a bit. She stands up and looks towards you.
Only a bit?
Well, part of, the ancient Elven or the Dalish kind of ways means that for everything we take, we have to give. And so I think they were expecting that I would simply take. And so I told them that I actually wanted to give. And that's why they accepted me. It's complicated. Everything is. She shakes her head a little bit.
Yeah, it makes sense.
She smiles to you. Oh, I'm glad it makes sense. It's hard to come up with the right words.
These things are not yours, and it's perfectly reasonable for something that... For somebody who has something and then is being asked to take all the time, and then of course they're not going to just give it to you willy-nilly. They have to make sure that you're okay.
She smiles a little
that
bit.
They trust you, so That makes
Right.
sense.
You do understand it, she smells.
I've been thinking a lot out here. I'm very dehydrated.
Oh god, how long have I been in there? And she smiles at you.
7 years.
Whoa, 7 whole years? And she starts walking out with you
Yeah.
again. Huh. So I guess we're going back to Starkhaven then.
They took all my stuff.
She's just
I
holding
don't
her-
have any
besides-
stuff, but if I did, it's gone.
Oh no, I'll go fight for your stuff back, Fanon. I will. And
What
she smiles to you.
stuff though? I already have it on me. Everything. All I have is a pillow.
I will fight for your pillow! And she shakes her fist
Oh
towards
my
you.
god, my candy! My candy's on my drawer. I gotta go. I gotta go right now.
And she starts to walk out after you out, and you begin to head back to Starkhaven. And it takes you probably until the evening to get back. I would say the Inquisition helps you get there as fast as possible. But of course, you're not riding a friggin' dragon, so you know.
Mm.
So you all you have to go through Kirkwall with Ariani, and then you take a cart to
no.
Starkhaven.
It's the worst. Don't say that out loud. But the expressions on my face are saying it through my eyes.
Okay. Yeah, alright, cool. And you fast travel option denied, Fight says. Fight knows. So I mean you could have flown on the dragon, but you chose not to.
Yeah.
Alright, and
Thank you.
you head back to the Wyvern's Mark in the nighttime. So, what are you all doing in the nighttime?
I bust through the door going, don't take my stuff! And then I run upstairs.
Talon's
Lots of-
drinking. Yeah, it's just like
Lots of
okay.
drinking and lots of feasting.
Ariani just kind of walks in after him. Don't take his stuff, and she points to where Leslie was.
I'm like,
I don't
"Oh
want
my
to.
God."
I guess there's only a pillow in there. It's fine. And she smells.
Pillow and some candy in the drawer. That's
Yeah,
it.
she smells.
Wow.
We've got
Very
bacon,
important.
we've got ale, we're fine.
Sounds like a wonderful amount of food. And she smells. Kalis kind of smiles towards her. Did you get what you need? And she nods. And are you alright? And she nods again. Alright. I trust you. You tell me if it changes, though. And he kind of glares towards her. She nods. Yes, Mom. And she starts to walk past.
Has Fairy come to the tavern yet?
I would say that, since it's late, I would say Fairy actually starts to close up and she actually does head to the tavern. And she opens the door and she kind of stops. Hi! You're back!
Hello.
Oh, I
Yeah,
smell like
sorry,
shit.
I
I should
haven't
have gone to
come
the
and
bath
said
first.
something.
Damn! And she just stamps her foot.
I always catch you at the worst
More
times. don't I?
warnings next time, please. And she smiles.
Yes, dear.
And she just kind of smiles. Welcome back. I'm
I
glad
have
you're
a
safe.
present for you.
She kind of just sidles up next to you and she's like, what is it? I'm excited.
Talon pulls out 2 hands closed and she holds them out in front of her. Pick one.
I don't like this game. She's just looking between
Come
them.
on, you could do it.
Ah!
I believe you.
Ah! That one. She points to your left hand.
And then
Colin,
and
open.
then she punches her.
No.
Oh god.
That's the love of my life. Never. Colin opens up her right hand and shows her the dragon.
Damn! She bumps her fist a little bit.
Just kidding.
You believed in me and I failed. Ooh, she looks towards the scale.
She gives it to her.
She kind of takes it, like it fits in both of her hands because your hand's so big compared to hers. She's just like looking over it. It's very pretty. What is it? And she looks up to you.
Can you guess what it is?
She looks towards it. It looks like armor. Like a piece of armor fell off.
That, my dear Kadan, is a dragon's scale.
She looks towards it. What?
Colin is smiling so proud.
She's just bouncing a little bit. This is so cool. This is the best gift I've ever received. She's just looking towards it. Oh, I'm definitely putting it next to the shell. And she's bouncing a little bit. Oh, should I
I
frame
thought
it?
maybe you
I
could
should put
make
it in
it
something.
into a pendant.
A pendant?
You could dip it in gold and throw a jump ring on the top of it and wear it as a necklace.
She just kind of blushes and smiles at you a little bit. That was your plan for
mean,
this, huh?
I'm happy to try to learn how. I was gonna ask you to start really teaching me how to do things. So, I do
I
want
can
to
let
learn
you
your
observe as I
trade.
make it. And she smiles.
No, I mean I want you to tutor me. Like, actually take me under your wing. Is that okay? She's looking actually scared to ask. I
She's
want
just
to
watching
become a
you.
blacksmith. Say something! She says as she holds out her hands.
I want to be a black.
She's just opening her mouth and closing it a little bit, like she's saying something, but nothing's coming out.
Talon's bright red.
You want to learn how to be a blacksmith?
Yes, I want to work with you, she says as she looked at her.
Why are you sounding like you're exasperated?
Because it's very scary, and I don't want you to say no.
What?
Armor.
I don't... Yes, but do you love me?
Just tilts her head a little bit. Why would I say no?
I don't know. She says as she looks at her defeated.
She's just laughing a little bit.
My brain's mean.
Yeah.
She's
And
smiling.
then at this very sweet moment, you hear from upstairs. Ryan took my candy.
She just laughs a little
Sir
bit.
Nuggington, maybe? She says. Sir Nuggington, maybe? She says up the stairs.
Hold on a second.
Sorry.
He's been known to burrow.
So Nuggington, no! Marissa looks up. She starts running upstairs.
Talon looks back at Fairy with this bright blush still on her face.
Fairy's just smiling. Yeah.
Yes! She's smiling. She raised her hand.
She's laughing a little
You
bit.
know I love weapons. I'm so excited. I get to make pretty weapons. She says as she wiggles in her seat.
She's just smiling. I mean, I've been meaning to hire someone, so maybe after all of this, you can definitely join my shop.
Yes!
She's just smiling.
Yes!
I think that's a fine promise. She smiles to you.
Yes, I promise this to you, Kadan. She smiles as she looks at her. I was gonna get you a, Never mind. No, you know what? Never mind. We're not gonna talk about that yet. I don't think you're ready for that yet. No. No, she says, she shakes her head. No.
She's just smiling a bit. She looks towards you,
blushing
Bridget.
brightly.
You know, when people hide things, it makes me want to know it more.
Oh, you and I both.
Bright red.
She just kind of leans in a little bit.
No, stop. No. She says, no. I want to die. She just doesn't.
Darian's just laughing a little bit. You can't just tease them this way. This is what they
Kayla's
do.
help me. She
Kayla
says out
shrugs.
loud.
You want me to tell her or you want me to hide this?
I want you to save me, please.
I don't, again, I gave you options of me saving you. I don't know what you want.
Never
I lean
mind.
forward
You're
on the table,
useless.
like both hands under my chin, just like staring and smiling, just waiting.
I wanted to get you a dragon's tooth, she says loudly.
Kalis actually looks a bit shocked at that too, as Fury's looking towards you. Why?
She says as she takes a deep breath and lets it out. In the Qun, we do not marry. We do the deed and then we're done, and it's to benefit our physical need and the need to procreate. Yes, do we understand this? This is why I wasn't married to the man that was my son's father. Right? Right.
She's just watching you.
In the days of old, before we became followers of Kosloon, who wrote the Tome of Kosloon, which is the Qun, we used to give dragon's teeth to those that we care about and love and want to be with for the rest of our lives. She says as she covers her face again.
Kalis is just watching you. So you
Some
explained it a
of
lot more
us-
than I did. He smiles.
Some of us still do this. Mostly Talvashoth do this to keep us connected to our heritage.
She looks towards Kalis, and Kalis kind of lifts the golden chain holding the small dragon's tooth. She looks towards you. That's really sweet.
I need to find, if it's gonna happen, I need to find teeth. And I was asking this dragon for its teeth, but that means it wouldn't grow back its teeth, so I'm not gonna take that from them. However, the dragon that gave me the scale was willing to give it to me because it could grow back. She says she's got her eyebrows like knit and she's looking very worried.
She just smiles towards you. So you got a dragon's scale instead of a dragon's tooth because you were being kind to the dragon.
Yes. Yes?
She's just watching you.
Yes.
God, I love you. And she shakes her head a little bit.
She almost falls out of her chair with that one.
Kayla starts laughing. Wow.
There is nothing in the world cuter
No, shut
than a
up.
flustered Kunari.
No, shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
Yeah,
Shut
yeah,
up. She points at her. No, shut up.
Darian's just watching. Oh, I see it. He looks towards you, Bridget.
Stop. Everybody stop. My heart can't take it.
Ariane's just laughing a little bit as she comes back, as she just kind of takes a seat at the table.
Oh no, Ariana's here. She's heard me explain this. Talon covers her face again.
I know how it works. And she smiles.
No, just having to explain it again.
Again, you explained it a lot more than I explained it to my Kadan. That's quite surprising.
How did you explain it? She's just looking to him.
He blushes a little bit. You want? That's kind of. He looks it down a little bit.
You can tell me in Q-Lot.
You can ask Quinn.
I don't know.
Because Quinn's right here. Sorry.
Quinn's not there.
Quinn's everywhere.
He's
Spying on Kalis all the time.
he just kind of like looks down a little bit and he's blushing a lot. Well, you remember that bridge I talked about in Antiva?
Mm-hmm.
I took him there, and I treated it a little bit like a proposal instead.
Talon blushes as she brought. Okay, that's enough. That's good enough for me.
He nods a bit.
Where we're going here.
Yep. And Ariane's just smiling. Too flustered, Kunari. And Kalis kind of looks towards her. Don't fluster me so. I'm a very delicate maiden. And he covers his face.
Talon wraps an arm around Kalis's shoulder, and she just walks with him to the bar. Go get a beer.
Ariane's just laughing a little bit. So I guess I'm technically part of the Wyvern Spark now. And she looks towards you, Bridget, smiling.
You always were.
She smiles. Well, it's
I
kind
suppose
of...
now this just makes it more official.
She nods a bit. I guess so. She smiles. Well,
God,
thank you.
It's gonna take a while for Tall to get over this one.
Probably. She smiles a little bit. It took a while for Kalis to get over his, fluster as well.
Do we want to take a quick break?
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and
About
take a
that time.
small break.
Yay.
Be right back. Alright, are we ready to start again?
Yes.
Alrighty. So, you guys basically have a lot of freedom. I would say that while you guys are downstairs, Ariane does get a call from, the Inquisitor. And, she kind of asks Ariane to let everyone, hear her. And she kind of thanks you really quickly for helping with, Ariane's mission. I do have to add that I said that I would give you something in exchange for doing what you did, and I didn't do that.
Money?
It depends on what kind of support you would like for the Wyvern Smock, and she kind of laughs a little bit. So, whatever you pick.
Sorry.
Huh?
That was Snowy, not me. That was.
Oh.
I said Darion. No. Oh God. Never mind. My brain. I am sleep brain.
So sleep brain. I have to find your guys' card, because you have a card that actually has all the information you have for your actual thing, but I can't find it right now, but I'll find it later. So, let me get my book. So basically, you guys took on...
Dorian, that's it.
Dorian. You guys took on your first ever quest to up your organization. So, I need to look up organizations. Give me 1 second again. Let me see here. So you guys get to do something for your organization. So let me go to 141. Okay, so you can either up one of your stats or you can add a focus. So you can, your stats I don't have with me because I don't have my cards for some strange reason. I'm so sorry. I thought I had them easily available, but I don't know where I put them now. Sorry guys, you're gonna hear me searching a lot in the microphone. While I look for these things, they have to be in this file. I thought they were in this file. Maybe I was wrong. Those are all my adversaries. Those are all my blank cards. Where the hecky did they go? Did you guys steal it? You guys must have stolen it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I knew it! I knew it! It's not in there. I have too many drawers, guys. Pray for me. Pray for me. Pray for me.
Mother, father.
Mother, pray for me. I'm gonna move my microphone. Bear with the noise.
Well, turn it on. Mute it. Mute the microphone.
It's too late. I've already moved it. There
There's
it is.
a button right there.
Shh! Don't out me like this, friend.
Oh, I'm gonna out you because we're best friends.
There, I did it.
Happy for you.
Good.
I love you.
Thank you. So your guys' stability right now, which is your health, is at 25. Your structure is at 2. I have to remember what structure means. Give me 1 second. Structure is how well put together your organization is. So it's not that great yet. That levels up later.
Sorry, I didn't mean to laugh out
Your
loud.
might is now. These numbers sound really bad, but you have to remember you are just starting out as an organization, so you are very small. Your might is at -2. Your wealth is at 1, which is actually pretty good because of Darion's treasury. Your influence is at a 0, which is still really good because of the Dalish elves that you've helped and Ariani's influence on that as well. Your intrigue and your magic are -2, and your scope right now is local. So, your scope will not change because you're still very small. But let me see how leveling up goes. Growth. So growth checks represent regular maintenance, slow development, and dealing day-to-day crisis and opportunities. Growth is performed once per month and is a simple test, TN10, using the organization's highest ability. If successful, the organization maintains its current condition. If it fails, some calamity has befallen the organization and it will lose 2d6 stability. So you guys haven't hit a month yet. So you guys are okay on that. Because this is basically your first mission. And let's see. GMs can add new stunts they feel safe. Lots of actions against. So it doesn't really have much for information on growing. So what I'll do is you figure out what you'd want for it, and we'll affect one of the points that you have. We'll level up a point instead of making a focus, because what we'll do is as you guys grow, and I think that should be a focus you have, then we'll change it. I
would like to put forward to a vote things, so I would elect that we sorry, hold on. I elect that we try to make sure that our priority is to win that check every month. So anything that's going to fix that check to make sure that we have the winning goal at the end of the day. Does that make sense?
So it works on a monthly basis. So the highest one at the end of first fall will be that will be used. So right now it's currently wealth at 1. So I would roll 2d6 and I would add the 1 to it.
Okay, so maybe we should work on a -1 then? One of our negatives?
You can if you want to. It'll up it to -1.
Which are the negatives again? What are the negatives
all of your -2s are might, intrigue, and magic.
Maybe magic. I think magic would be the best one to move forward with. How does everybody else feel about that?
Oh, seems logical enough. I don't see why not.
Well,
Oh, it's
I
out of
feel
character.
like it should be might.
Oh, you were. I thought you were discussing a second
No,
character.
out of
Yeah.
character. Out of character. Sorry.
okay.
I feel like it should be might because like we can just like hit things harder if we get that right. Is it like a
So for might, there are
the
different
weapon,
focuses. So what I would do is, I think to up it, I will have to give you a focus. So here are the focuses in might. Garrison, raiders, siege, and specialty troops. In magic, you have enchanters, lore, mages, and specialized magic.
The reason why I'm saying magic is not only to make us stronger against magic because we're fighting blood magic, but maybe to help Darion and Marissa. So I think that has more utility at this point.
Yeah, I agree. It seems like our enemies are very magic based right now, so that might be our first. We might have to make that our first.
And then second
Yeah,
one, I'm happy to do strength.
I'm good.
So what's the overall consensus?
I vote for magic.
I second that.
I voted you.
Alright, so you have the option between enchanters, who of course enchant weapons and armor and other things. Lore, which is used to research arcane secrets and dealing with the fae, demons, and the like. Mages, which are used for direct spellcasting and dealing with other mages. So if mages did come to attack your place, then the mages would defend using magic. And specialized magic, which is you pick a type of magic, primal, spirit, etc., and the organization's ability to use and understand this magic is especially potent. So I would not pick the specialized magic until you guys kind of have a base for it first. So which one would you like?
I really think the arcane lore-esque one would be the best go to try to figure out what's going on with Marissa and Darion.
No, I feel like we can figure that out. I'm leaning towards enchanters myself.
Okay. Wesley, do you have an idea?
I have no clue. Because Wesley's not magic. Like I know that like Tall's not magic either. But like I don't know anything about that.
Okay, then Snowy, which one do you think would be the best to go at?
No, I don't know anything about that. Neither does Wesley or.
I can
or
always
Snowy.
pick randomly
They're
within
one
the
and-
3, if you want me to. I could roll a dice.
No, I'm gonna
Maybe
go with
between
Sam.
one of
So
I'm
we're
gonna
gonna
go
go
with
with
Enchanters?
enchanters. Okay. So,
Is that what you said, Sam?
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
so in character, how are you going about to ask this? What exactly would you want the enchanters to do?
I think that
Help
I
fortify
don't-
our tactics against the gentleman.
yeah, I think Bridget and Tal would come to a consensus as far as bringing physical weapons to the fray in a with magical powers, and then bring that to the enchanters in question.
Well, I do have something I could throw over there.
Maybe talking to Dagna. She's been
That's
helping
one
us
of them,
prior.
But you know what? Since you all jumped the gun and just were immediately, let's help Ariane. I'm going to throw in a bonus. And she she kind of laughs a little bit to herself.
Why wouldn't we help Ariane?
Well, I mean, it's Fade stuff, and I assumed you would know that. And given
It's Ariane. It's just
Ariane blushes a little bit and smiles. All right,
She's
so
as much one of us as she's joining you. She smiles.
I will
crosses
go
her arms.
ahead and give them the word, and they will actually come to you. So you should expect them probably at the Wyvern Spark in not too long time. They need
Okay.
time to pack and get ready, of course, but we will send them from Skyhold to you.
Woo.
So
Nice.
your magic is now at a -1, and I'm giving you another bonus. Oh, but it doesn't have a thing on here. That's okay. You guys are just gonna get a bonus.
That's fine.
'Kay.
That's
All
cool.
right.
How often do we actually go by the book completely consecrate?
Right. Okay. So,
Just use what's gonna be best for the narrative.
right. Okay. And we're not gonna do anything with the Liqueur de Fleurs card. So, We're done with
Throw
organization.
that card in the
stuff.
trash.
No.
We're gonna burn it.
Burn it.
Burn it down! Okay, so that is it for the organization. If the organization kind of tactics kind of fall through and we're like not doing them anymore, that's okay. We'll figure it out. It's really, we're testing the waters with this out of character, like just out of the game. There's a lot in here that I still need to go over. I need to read through the section with a fine-tooth comb, but I believe we have, you know, a little bit better.
Yes.
So when your scope increases, you'll actually gain 2 focuses, I think.
Cool.
So for now, we're going to gain 1, but the Inquisitor is going to send just a little bit of an extra. Okay, so, alrighty. I threw my book on the ground. I didn't throw it. Don't quote me on that.
I threw it on the ground.
I threw it on
Happy
the ground.
birthday to the ground.
I got a book. Alright, so, you guys have the freedom to make decisions now. Inquisitor Elena thanks you once more and disconnects to Crystal, and you also have Ariani and Kalis with you. So they are
Right,
still
a
there.
bunch of nerds are coming. Just kidding. Ha 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 ha.
I want to know, she says, looking at Fairy.
Fairy looks to you.
Where is Osh?
He was closing up the shop. He offered to do it for me. You want me to go get him?
Aw. Well, I mean, is he coming this way?
I mean, I'm sure he will. He still lives here.
Yes. Okay. No, I'm good. You can
Okay.
stay here.
Alright.
She says as she hugs her.
Okay. She looks a little bit confused.
I've had a couple.
Yeah, I noticed, and she smiles up to
Canary
you.
ale. A couple.
I know. Yeah, I noticed. She's just
It's
smiling.
been a hard day. She smiles.
Are you all right?
Yup. She says as she leans her head on top of her head. Yup.
She nods a little bit.
Yup.
Right. I will accept that answer. All right.
I promise I'm okay.
Sure. No, I believe you.
Where's my bird? She's just looking around.
What?
Midnight. Where'd Midnight go?
Oh, I'll take care of that.
Okay.
I'll use the whistle.
You see Midnight fly in, which of course is still Ariella. She just kind of lands on your shoulder.
Midnight.
She just looks towards you.
Talon's smiling.
She looks down towards you, Bridget.
I don't think that she's been fed yet. She's just looking at Bridget. I will do it. She smiles as she gets up.
By,
She just kind of
by all means.
she flutters
Solid
onto
moves, so-
Tall shoulder.
Talon smiles as she pulls back her arm. She was offering it out to
Yep.
to Midnight, and she starts to walk to the larder,
Okay. She just looks up towards you.
and she closes the door. How are you holding up?
I'm a bird. So as best as a bird can.
You want to come out for a little while?
No. She shakes her head.
Are you sure?
I mean, what would I do outside?
No. I mean in here.
I
kind of want to talk to you, and I'll feed the bird while I'm talking to you. That way you don't have to eat bird food.
Oh, all right then. And the bird's beak opens, and you see the black miasma pour out of it. And she slowly takes her robed form, and she looks towards you.
That doesn't hurt Midnight, does it? She says as she
No, she
lets
shakes her head.
jump onto like a barrel.
Midnight kind of tilts its head, kind of like starting to scratch at its back a little bit with its beak, and then it moves to the seed and starts to eat.
You didn't have to help us,
She shrugs a bit.
and you did.
Shocking, I know.
No, I'm not shocked. I'm grateful. She says, looking at. This isn't an interrogation, Ariella. I just
Oh.
want to make sure that
Do
you're
forgive
okay.
me, I'm used to interrogations, I suppose. Yes, well, you would be no use to me taken by demons.
And that's a fair assessment. She smiles as she leans against a wall.
Though I do hope this means a decrease in the puns.
I can't promise anything. We're a very
I know you
funny
can't. She
group.
shakes her head a little bit.
But yeah, thank you. I appreciate what you did. I know
I'm
that
not
it
used to being
benefits
thanked
you.
so much. She looks up to you a little bit.
What happened? I thought I was the only one that thanked you. Was I not the only one that thanked you?
No? She raises an eyebrow.
Oh, that's good. She smiles and she leans against.
And she's actually not
she
wearing
looks
her
at it.
mask in this form. She actually has not put on the mask. So,
When you were talking about what I knew about demons,
yes.
I wanted to kind of catch up with you on that.
Alright.
As I know you heard me talking to Kalis about things in Cunlot, but I said to him that I felt like the Fade was more like my religion, the Cune,
Uh-huh.
than the Cune actually was. The Cune talks of being you begin as a chaotic beast and you return a chaotic beast, so why suffer is pretty much the whole of the Cune. When I think of the Fade, when I look at the Fade, when it's talked about, I feel a sort of, not peace, but comfort in its inevitability. Does that make
Alright.
sense?
It's a little bit, yes. I would say so.
So, when you spoke of demons,
Mm.
and how you could have turned on us at any moment,
I still could.
that is the nature, I know you could, that's the nature of everybody.
That's true. But
That's not
here's
just you.
But you have to understand, demons are looked at quite differently, and they have every right to be looked at differently. They're demons. It's just also, when a demon like that appears, demons tend to shift and shape themselves to what they are believed to be because they do not know what they are. A demon does not know itself as a demon. If you were to tell that demon that was standing in front of you that it was a demon, it would not understand. It is why I do not know what to call myself, but a demon is the closest thing I can think of.
I would like to say that a spirit who comes from the faith, like Tayana was, is something that is rare and beautiful, even if it's not able, and I don't want to call demons beautiful, but that demon left me hard about if there was a friendly demon. She does quotation marks with her fingers. A friendly demon.
I don't think
Would
any
I
demon
accept
or spirit is friendly.
But you just saved us. She says, holding out a hand to me.
And that doesn't mean I'm friendly.
No,
I saved
but you didn't have to. You came in here willing to just take Darion away and hide him away and do this on your own. You did not need us. You do not need us.
She just watches you for a moment.
Yet you saved us anyways.
You are placing that word to what I do, not I.
I'm just trying to understand.
I understand that, but also know that there will be demons that will try to help you in a friendly manner to gain your trust and then to betray it. Not being skeptical of demons is not what I'm intending to teach you. Just understand that that is just a raw desire that demons have. And that desire changes from thing to thing. Just like with a person, each person is different in their own goals and desires. A demon is the same. A spirit is the same. That spirit that we encountered in there, the one that you called Tayana, I believe her name was. Even she had a desire. And she was working towards that desire. Thinking that all spirits are pure and wonderful is what the Chantry would have you believe.
I don't think that. I want to give people a chance. Spirits also. But I don't want to end up losing myself in that. I'm trying to figure out how to be a person, and I don't want my old programming, which made me shut myself out and not learn. I'm trying to reverse that. Just looking at her.
It's complicated, I understand.
It sucks. It sucks. A second thing I need to talk to you about is in my vision, in the trap, I saw Marissa burning down Starkhaven as Talus, her old self.
Understand that that was not a vision. It was a trap.
Colin nods to this.
A
I'm
demon
trying to tell
has the
myself that.
A demon has the ability, and she moves her hand kind of to your forehead and taps a finger to your forehead, has the ability to reach into your mind and grab the deepest, darkest fear, especially one of those, and use it against you in their little web. And that is what happened. It grabbed into your deepest, darkest repress, and grabbed that, and used it against you.
Colin nods to this. I have one
even-
last question.
Yes?
Oh, this is gonna sound really weird. And it's not going to be a very good answer either. Is there any way that you and I could talk like Sauron did to us?
I'm sorry, like what?
Without words, with thoughts.
I do not have that ability. I could try to learn that ability, but I don't think you'd be able to respond in that sense.
I think it would still be worthwhile to have.
An ability that I could use, that I could speak with you.
Yes.
I could see what I could do. I devoured quite a few demons in there, so I possibly could.
Well, take your time on it. I'm not in a rush for anything. I just want to throw the
Sure.
idea out.
She actually looks to you a bit surprised. I was expecting you to be quite shocked at that statement.
No, I'm
You lot
grateful.
surprised me. She smiles a little bit.
That's our job.
Quite.
Look, if you could devour one, what's stopping you from devouring many?
I believe it is how my type is supposed to gain power.
Is that how you gain sustenance as well? Keeping you in the world as with blood
I
would
do
keep
not
a...
need to feed per se. It is
Hmm.
not. It is not a carnal sort of desire.
You don't
to
hunger
eat.
for it.
No, she shakes her head. It simply just feels appropriate. And I do not eat the way you think I eat a demon. You saw my form reach out and grab them. That is
Yeah.
how I absorb.
Well, thank
It
you
is
for
why I took
talking
the
with
last
me.
one. Though, to be honest, I don't like cheaters, and that demon, whether it knew it or not, cheated.
Do you know what it was thinking when it talked to us?
It left you that curious, did it?
Yes, very much so. I've never had a demon talk to me like that.
It was probably just a carnal desire to understand why. As I said, desires are different between demon to demon. Perhaps
Hmm.
you had put it in such a state of desire, of curiosity, it just shifted. But it kept the form that you expected of it, and so that's how you saw it.
Hmm.
Remember, demons shift and change depending on how the people that look at it desire it.
Right.
A demon may look different to one person when it shows up compared to another person.
Right.
They are not all that easy to spot.
No. If they were, they wouldn't exist.
Especially the
hunters.
more powerful ones. And she nods a bit.
Alright.
I shall wait here while my form decides to finish eating. But I hope that helped.
Would you like company?
I believe they would find it quite strange that you would stay with a crow as it ate.
Maybe I'll just tell them I needed a moment. I needed some quiet.
I'll leave it to your discretion.
Talon moves to sit on the floor.
Okay. Wesley, what are you doing?
Counting my candy bits.
I think Ariani's concerned because you haven't come back downstairs. And so she's gonna look to probably Bridget and Darian and Marissa and everyone else and kind of be like, I'm gonna go check on Wesley. He's been up there for quite a while.
I couldn't imagine why.
Marissa just kind of shrugs a bit. She takes something from his room. She looks to you.
Me?
I was just asking. It's not like I expected of you. I'm just wondering.
No, but he was yelling something about his candy.
Oh, that's right. He's got that big old lump of candy. And she starts laughing a little bit. His pride and joy.
It's like a pound of candy that's like old and like
Stuck together.
It's all
Yeah,
stuck
like-
together in a
You
bag.
wield it like a morning star, you know, just wield
Yeah,
it.
Yeah.
Ariane starts walking upstairs.
La,
And,
la, la,
and
la, 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 la.
is your door closed or is it open?
It's open.
She kind of looks into it, kind of knocking on the frame a little bit. What are you doing?
He's counting, but then like
She
he
looks down
loses
to it.
count, and then like he counts it again. Don't laugh.
When you say don't laugh, I laugh more. I'm sorry. She puts her hands to her mouth. What are you doing? She kind of walks in a little bit and kneels down next to you.
I am counting candy.
Why?
Because I can't get my mind off of
Huh?
truthfully.
You can't what?
I
You cut out.
can't get my mind off of it.
Mind off of what?
What happened?
She stops. You mean in the Fade?
What that demon did was a real asshole thing to do, but it also seems like something that he would do.
She looks down a little bit. Demons are screwy in that sense, I guess.
It was clever and
She nods a bit.
devised, and in that moment, he had me right where he wanted me.
She nods a bit. I'm so sorry that you had to go through that. She looks down a bit.
And he shakes his head. It's not your fault.
A lot of things that I ask others to help me with seems to involve the Fade. She looks down a bit. She kind of looks down towards the candy as you're counting. It's just... If I could have prepared you in any way, I would have. I would never have sent you into that kind of nest.
No, I would do it again, you know,
She looks up to you. But why?
because you asked it of me.
You should need to go through this so much for me. I mean, I know part of me storing the Illuvian here was for my own selfish gain, I'm not gonna lie to you. I actually had to fight with Elena quite a bit to decide the location of the Illuvian. But... no matter what happens, I keep putting people in danger.
It's not intentional.
If intentional or not, Wesley, it still happens. It's something
Well,
I
you can say
can't
that I
afford.
put people in danger too, because I make reckless choices. I pull the lever when it says don't pull it,
She nods
and
a
I
bit.
go walking into the fade for my... for you.
She laughs a little bit as she looks to her hands. I'm so glad that the Illuvian was what I expected it to be. It seems like my visions are becoming clearer and clearer the longer I stay in the temple. So it kind of makes my decision feel a bit more right. But it's hard because I know that means I have to ask of my friends and of you all to do dangerous things.
He stands up and holds her hands.
She looks up to you and kind of stands up with you.
So I told you about the cheese, right? About how Jesus is gonna be.
I'm
From here-
prepared for the cheese.
I don't
She
think
says
you are, though.
Wesley, I know you're trying to make me feel better.
I would bring back 1,000 Livians just to make this better for you, to make sure that every decision that you make feels right, because I trust your judgment.
That's hard to understand why.
People make mistakes, and that's okay.
But
I make them like all the time.
Wesley, I couldn't find you in there. She shakes her head a little bit, and you can feel her hands are shaking a little bit.
But I found you.
I was so scared. I heard your voice on the crystal, and I searched everywhere through my meditation. I was growing frantic. I couldn't find you. She shakes her head. I could have lost you because of my own request. I didn't have a terror demon to scare me into believing that I lost you. I had evidence that I might lose you. I didn't have the excuse to blame a demon for my fear. That sounds quite harsh, and I'm sorry. That's not what I meant it to sound like, and she shakes her head a little bit.
I found you, and you did find me. I know that version might not be this version of you, but it was you. So you did.
She nods a bit.
I know that it was very scary. It was scary for me too. I thought...
Absolutely, and I would never want you to go through that again. I don't want you all to have to go through that again. But I know that you helping me means that I may have to put you in danger again. I don't know how much my heart can take of that.
There's always a risk in getting what you want.
It's not what I wanted, it's what I needed.
Well, you need, want, whatever, it's the same thing.
It's not the same thing, she shakes her head
I
smiling.
think so a little bit. Like, I needed to count all those stupid little candies to forget something. So, and I wanted to do that, so that's also a thing. But there is risk and reward too. I'm here, I'm safe, and I would have fought 1,000 demons to get back to you.
She smiles at you a little bit. Well, I would hope not to subject your friends to that, though, again. And given what happened last time we were in dreams, I would rather not ask that of you again. She blushes a little bit as she's laughing.
No. If that happens again, I would figure out that it was some sort of demon coming after me, trying to trick me, and then that just makes me more angry. You know, remember when the gentleman did that to me and I got so angry that I just walked away?
Yeah, she nods a bit.
Yeah, I wasn't angry. I was scared and angry. Can you just imagine what my rage would be like if I was fully
I will never make you
angry at
angry then, and she
something?
raises an eyebrow smiling.
No, please do, because then it'll just drive me further.
Drive you
kill them all.
If I made you angry?
No, not you.
That's what I said.
Demons.
I'm not gonna make you angry.
Oh my gosh. You're never gonna make me angry. You're making me angry. Stop it. Bear my rage! And then he tackles her to the bed.
She just starts laughing a little bit.
Squirrely wrath.
Kayla's kind of just like looks up towards the room, like hearing the laughter. And then he just shakes his head a little bit towards his drink.
So I feel like they would be like on the bed, just like kind of like whoosh, and like he's fixing her hair,
Okay.
like grabbing like her head.
What were you saying, Bridget?
Oh, she's just remarking that they seem to be in good spirits.
That's good. The Fade can do some tricky shit to you.
As we've seen.
I suppose Talon would be coming back at this point.
Yeah, I'd say Ariella perches on your shoulder again. As you walk out, he smiles to you. Did you enjoy a bird time feeding?
I needed a moment. She smiles as she looks at him.
He nods a bit.
She looks quiet, almost somber. I mean, we did just go through an experience.
Well, yeah, I figured you'd be feeling like this for quite a while, but if you need any guidance or any support, let me know. Like I said, I'm experienced, I guess.
Well, what do you advise? How about that?
Continue to remind yourself that the demons aren't real, and that the demons just tried to fool you into thinking they were.
Talon nods to this.
They will
She
play
moves
with
to sit back
emotions.
down.
They will do whatever that takes to make you feel the most unsafe so that they can... Oh, my stomach went off. They will do whatever they can to make you feel the most insecure and vulnerable. Yeah. And that is their main goal. The more you go into the Fate, I guess that the less it feels like you start just understanding, oh god, demon territory. And then you pull out your weapons and you start slashing. At least that's what I do.
Suppose I should probably fill Fairy in on what happened, though.
Fairy's still there.
Yeah, I know. She's
Mhm.
looking to Fairy.
She looks to you.
Though it's not a good time.
Well, last time you came back, you didn't say it was a good time either. And you never talked about that one either.
I will fill you in, Kadan.
She nods a bit. Just know
As
that...
scary as it is, I want you to know the truth.
She nods. Just know that I understand that it takes time to process these things. Whether it's beyond my imagination or not, I understand that it's going to take some time for you to get through everything. And
I kind of wish I would have been born dwarf. She smiles as she leans
Why?
down to, like, hang over the table with her head.
Because of the no dreams thing.
Yes. No
Man,
connection to the Fade.
I wish I had dreams.
You're not missing anything, Kadan. I think the only thing
See, you
that
say
scares
that,
me
and
the
she
most-
points to you.
I think the
But
only
that's
thing
because
that
you
mis-
don't know better.
She smiles. I think the only thing that scares me the most is that I won't be with you after it's
Oh.
all said and done.
That sounds like
That's-
one of those nightmare things. She smells up to you.
It is a nightmare.
And it's not real.
Smiles. Oh, that's very much real. She smiles as she looks at her.
Hmm?
We all pass through to the Fade, except the dwarves, right?
She shrugs.
Yeah, I mean, nobody's come back to tell the tale. She smiles as she looks.
Okay, Bridget.
Does scare the crap out of me, though.
She nods a bit. It's going to, and I don't think it'll be any easier, but understand that while you're doing the best you can to make sure that doesn't happen, we're doing the same thing.
No, I trust that.
She smiles.
I want to make your life as easy as possible, I suppose. She's
Well, and I
blushing
want to
as she
make
says
your
that.
life as easy as possible. That's why I made you really good armor. And she smiles.
It was very good. I needed it. We might need to
kinda-
go back in for a buff, I think.
She
and
kind of wiggles a little bit.
I'll help you do that. We can use my armor to teach me, I suppose.
She nods a bit. That sounds good. And I think Osh would actually enter at this point, and he looks towards you. Oh, you're back. And Marissa kind of smiles.
Gosh.
Bright eyes! And he just kind of sighs a little bit, but he's still smiling a bit. And he starts to kind of walk in.
Come on, have a seat. She smiles and she pulls a seat out for him.
He nods and he takes a seat, and You all begin to talk. Are you going to tell them about what happened in the Fade?
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll say that you're going to have that discussion. Bridget, was there anything you wanted to do with Darion since you pulled him out?
Oh yeah, shopping.
Okay. No, I mean, did you want to play anything out?
No, but not really. I really ultimately wanted to like leave Tall alone to
Okay.
discuss things with Fairy and
Okay.
whatnot. So give her a little time, a little space, and
Alrighty.
but yeah, I did actually want to do some shopping.
Is there anything else that you guys want to do? I would say though, Bridget, it's very late at night, so not many shops are open. Because Fairy was closing her shop.
So she's probably just taking a walk with Darion then.
Okay, we'll say that, and I will allow for shopping. Do not worry, you will get shopping. So, is there anything else you guys wanted to do in the evening?
No, I'm good.
That's my only plan.
See, if I was Quinn, I would say drink. But I mean, he just spent the night with Ariane.
Okay. Alrighty. So we will go to the next morning then. I'm just finding a song really quick. Hold on one second. I'll just go back to Light Thought. That sounds good. So, in the morning, it just feels nice and peaceful. It was probably hard for you all to fall asleep, but I think Ariane did what she could to help you after the whole, experience with the Fade, knowing what she had to do probably for Kalis and her group the first time they went through the Fade. So you all slept quite peacefully. And in the morning, what do you guys do?
Well, I'm gonna switch it up on Darion, and he's gonna wake up to me writing.
Oh, okay. So Darion just kind of shifts in the bed a little bit, and then he stops. And then he kind of sits up looking around. And then he looks towards the desk. Are you using my desk?
I didn't see your name on it.
You cad. And he kind of raises an eyebrow, smiling to you.
She smiles back.
I will be sure to write my name on the bottom of it then. He moves to kind of shift himself up in the bed. What are you writing?
It's been a while since I've journaled. And I'm writing in the journal, the red and gold one.
What are you writing? He kind of smiles. Is it private? And he wiggles his fingers a little bit towards you.
Yes. It's about a noble Orlesian.
Ooh.
And his tryst with a Tevinter woman.
Ooh, scandalous. He smiles towards you a little bit.
Shocking, yes, I know.
But seriously, what are you writing about?
I decided after our last adventure I wanted to chronicle our adventures again. It's been a while, and I thought it'd be nice.
As an author, I'm supposed to say no. I'm supposed to write that. He smiles as he stands up from the bed, kind of approaching you.
For the public, yes. This is just me, and maybe for you as well.
Ah, I see. So you don't plan on it going public?
Not this.
Well, good.
This
I
is
don't
just
want
for
you
my
to
own
encroach
thoughts.
on my territory. I already have to fight Varikoff, and he smiles.
Oh, you don't think I could make a profit from you? Or against you, I mean.
Oh no, I think you could, but it would be harder to fight you. It's easier to fight Varric. He's not the love of my life, as you know. He crosses his arms, smiling.
I mean, you are more experienced in the whole writing department.
Did I fluster you? And he smiles as he raises an eyebrow with a wink.
What? No.
I think I flustered you.
She just stares at him.
That's a point
Duval.
for me. And he smiles as he looks up a little bit. I finally got a point. I'm getting better at this.
Sir Duval.
Yes, Lady Aureus, what can I assist you with this fine morning?
Are you making accusations?
Not at all, my lady. I only wish to understand if I fluster you. And he winks towards you a little bit.
She looks away a little bit. A little smirk on her face.
I would say
Okay,
yes,
maybe
then.
a little.
He just smiles. As Marissa would say, he pumps his fist. Yes!
Well, you seem very chipper this morning.
I got
Fancy a
some
little
good
fresh
sleep.
air?
Sure. Have anything in mind? And he crosses his arms.
Well, after that last excursion, I do need to restock on my lyrium potions. Perhaps you can join me for a walk?
I would love to. He smiles.
Let's get ready and get downstairs then.
He nods, and he starts to walk with you. or get ready with you. What are you all doing?
Talon's probably at the crack of dawn moved to go to the open smithy
To the Eternal
start
Flame?
Learning. Yep. To start
Okay.
learning.
I would say you probably beat Fairy in waking up. So like you approach the open air smithy. It's still closed up, but of course you have access to the door. You know exactly how to get in separately.
In that case, Talon's gonna make breakfast.
Aw, that's cute.
Yes. So
Wow.
Talon unlocks the door and goes in, and as quietly as she can, and she starts cooking. She just starts getting food ready.
And Wesley, what are you doing?
What am I doing?
What are I doing? What is the meaning of life? Does that mean you don't know?
I would say that he would be pretty much like asking Ariane. It's like, well, what do you want to do today? I mean, you're rarely ever here. What would you like to do?
I mean,
Like,
I
and then
don't
they would be
know.
like go back and forth. I don't know either. What would you want?
She's just laughing a little bit. I mean, you should show me around your lovely town. You know Starkhaven better than I.
Shall I escort the lady around town instead of around the fountain? Let's go around the
Why
town.
did we go around the fountain so many times? I've been meaning to ask you. She's brushing her hair.
No reason, my lady.
I think you're fibbing, and she smiles towards you.
Of course I am. You know when I am. Okay, let's go. I mean, my lady. May I escort you around the fine town of Starkhaven?
Your voice went down a few octaves there, friendo. Are you all right there?
Fine. Yeah, totally fine. Yes, I am. Well, I just need some tea.
She's just laughing.
Only from the finest places that you get tea from.
Yes, let us go. I'm gonna have to pick up some stuff, I suppose, when I go back to the temple. But now I
Of
can leave the
course.
temple whenever I want, and she smiles.
No, now tell me, does your temple have a fountain?
It does. She nods to you, smiling.
We must go around it.
I don't think you can enter. You saw
I
Tal
can't?
not be able to enter. But wait, and she puts a finger to her chin a little bit. You did activate it, though.
What?
No, you activated the Illuvian, and she smiles to you.
I did?
Yeah, she nods. I asked you to, and you did it.
Hold on, out of character. Did he?
Yeah.
He touched it.
This
and
is
it activated.
weird.
She just kind of smiles towards you. You don't remember. Or did you think I
Yep.
did something?
I think you did something.
Nope. And she shakes her head. It's all you, Vanon. All you. I almost said Kadon.
Close.
Close, very close.
Yes.
She just kind of smiles. I mean, we could give it a shot if you want to.
Sure, I mean, what else am I going to be doing today besides escorting Lady Ariana around?
She puts her hand to her chest. Ah, such a gentleman you are. I'm not used
Thank
to
you
such
Thank you for
gentlemanly.
acknowledging it.
No, I'm not used to such gentlemanly customs. And she smiles as she starts to pull her hair into a braid. And Tal, eventually Fairy does get up, and she just kind of walks downstairs, and she just kind of looks towards you. You snuck in my house.
Yes, I'm a trespasser.
If I wasn't a dwarf, I would think I was dreaming. But of course, I'm a dwarf, and so I know better. She smiles.
Why would you think you were dreaming? She smiles as she finishes making enough food
Because
for 3
it's a
people.
nice surprise.
You're gonna make me blush, Kadon.
That is my goal.
God dang it.
She just laughs a little bit.
How dare you, woman?
Well, seeing a Kunari blush yesterday was quite fun, so...
Shh. Stop. No, stop.
Do you think I could make Osh blush. That would be fun.
Do not corrupt my boy.
Like, how deep of a red will he turn?
Oh my god, I don't want to think about it. He probably turned purple, to be honest.
Ooh, I want to see that. She smiles up to you. Do you have any plans for today?
I'm here to work.
Ah. All right. Cool.
After all that BS yesterday,
So he looks to you.
I need a good hard days of work.
Well, we can start your training. No problem.
Yes.
She just kind of smiles towards you. But first, I need to eat because I am starving. And she just smiles.
I've made enough for all three of us, so hopefully Ash will be here soon.
Ash usually comes around the time when I actually open. So, yeah, he'll be here.
I'm surprised he's stuck around for so long, to be honest.
What do you mean? The smithy or just Starkhaven?
Both.
Oh, well. Maybe he hasn't thought of anything else yet.
Do you know what his name means in Kunla?
Ash?
Yes.
Mm-mm, she shakes her head.
It means to seek, to find. Knowledge.
Perhaps he's not finished finding
specifically.
things here then.
Perhaps not. Did I explain what my name meant?
Well, I know Kadan now,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know what Talon means.
Truth.
Hmm.
I'm looking for the truth of my heart.
Well, I will tell you, and she smiles towards you, your heart really likes bacon.
Yes, this is true.
Mhm.
And mead.
So there's your truth. I have given you your truth. You're welcome.
I think that's a little bit more simplified than I was setting out for, but okay.
Well, I'm your Kadana, am I not? And she crosses her arms smiling.
Fair.
She starts laughing a little bit. And, you go ahead and you start eating breakfast, and eventually Ash does come in. And, Darion just kind of walks with you, kind of just smiling at how calm the scene is, and you actually hear a crow, from far away, and, the crow actually lands on Darion's shoulder. Ah! He looks towards the crow. I hate this when this happens. You'd think they just go back to the tavern. And he looks towards you, kind of laughing a little bit.
Scarecrow.
Well, we're getting used to it little by little.
That's true. He nods. Yes, very true.
Should
And,
we,
He takes the note from the crow's leg and starts to open it. Oh. Huh. I didn't realize it was that soon. Just tilts his head a little bit.
oh, what's that soon?
The Grand Tourney. He looks to you.
Come again?
It's a free matcha holiday kind of thing. But everyone's invited to attend. The free matchas have this giant tournament to fight for the right to be known as the champion of the free marches or something of that sort. I don't know 100%, as you know, I am more of the scholarly brother, but Bastian does plan on, participating. And so he wanted to make sure I remembered. And lo and behold, I forgot. So good on him, I suppose. And he just kind of looks towards it.
Wait, how soon is this tournament?
Not too soon. It's probably going to start in a week. It's going to be held in... He kind of looks over it. Wycombe, it looks to be.
Well, then we don't have a moment to lose, do we?
What do you mean? He smiles to you.
Well, let's make sure to get all our shopping done, tell our friends, and perhaps we can make a trip out of it.
Yes, I would like to see my brother fight. Unless you've had other ideas. He raises an eyebrow, kind of smiling.
It would be wonderful to see him fight.
Hmm. That is true. Alright, then let us get our shopping done. And Bridget, you can go ahead and start looking. I don't know if you've already started looking in the shopping stuff, but go ahead and start.
The only thing that's missing is the potion prices.
Let me get my book. I still have to make that. I'm sorry, Roll20 has not been working with me. I have to actually make the document and then copy and paste it in. So I'm gonna do that.
No.
Yeah, it's complicated, guys. It's complicated. The suggested... Which kind are you getting? Regular?
Yeah, I was thinking about regular.
55 silver pieces.
What about the next step up?
The regular is 1 gold piece.
Oh, wait, you said regular was 55 silver.
Yeah.
Wait.
Regular lyrium potion is 55 silver. Greater lyrium is 1 gold piece.
Oh, greater. Okay, I misheard you. I thought you said regular again.
No.
She did.
Oh, did I? Oopsie.
How much is that one?
The greater is 1 gold piece.
How much does that one give back? Is it 46?
It's 3d6.
Okay. Let me do...
That's
let's
a
think
roll.
this
Like, what
out.
if I got like triple sixes?
That would be amazing. So I'm thinking, how about just health potions? Like regular health potions.
They're cheaper. Regular health potions are 40 silver pieces.
I have 4 of them.
Good for you! All right!
No, it's
Good,
like,
good
we-
for
we're
you.
good.
I'm just thinking maybe carry a couple of regular health potions myself, just in case I'm too far away.
Okay.
So maybe like 2 of those.
Okay.
Maybe 3. Let's say 3.
Okay.
So 3 regular health potions.
You can go ahead and just put it in. Just make sure you subtract. Is there any other prices you needed?
Actually, how much is a greater health potion?
75 silver pieces.
And that's 3d6 plus Constitution.
That is 66.
Whoa! What? Really?
The lessers go by 2s. The lyriums go by, or the healings go by 2s, and the lyriums go by 1s.
Oh. Okay. So let's see. 75 for the regular. Gold piece for the regular lyrium potion. No, for the greater. I'm sorry.
Yeah, for the greater.
Okay,
And
yeah.
then-
Let me calculate that out.
Okay.
Let me calculate that out, and then I'll get back.
Do you need any more prices or no?
No, not really.
Okay. Alrighty. So, Tal, after a little bit while you're in the blacksmithy, there is a knock on the door, and Fairy kind of looks towards it. Osh has a key, so that's not Osh, and she stands up and she starts to walk over. And she actually opens the door, and you see a dwarf. You actually recognize him from when you were in Amaranthian. And he kind of smiles. It's the blacksmith that actually worked in the shop in there. And Fairy just looks a little bit excited. Rengren, right? Rengren kind of smiles a little bit and nods. Yes, I'm glad my reputation precedes me. He just laughs a little bit. May I come in? She kind of just like nods and like just, yeah, absolutely, you can come in. Please. And she just motions him in. And you see a woman follow behind him and actually a human male. And these were all the people that were in the shop that when you were in Amaranthian.
Hello again. She says.
He looks towards you. Oh, I remember you. I don't remember if I got your name though.
Talon.
Talon, I'm Rengren, and he smiles and he holds out his hand.
Nice to see you again, Ringun. She shakes his hand, obviously.
Kind of she looks really like excitedly like. Barry's just like looking between you both. You know Rengren.
Yes, I went and met him in Amaranthian.
What? She just kind of smiles a bit.
She smiles. It's not like we're thick as thieves or anything. I just had to investigate some. I was going to buy you one of his wares, but I didn't want to cheap hand him.
She just like
smiles,
puts a hand to her chest. You were gonna buy me one of his works.
She nods as she blushes. I wanted to, but I'm poor. And she smiles.
Rengren kind of laughs a little bit. I apologize for how expensive my wares are.
No. Don't ever cheapen what your work is worth.
Oh
She
no,
says
I
she
won't.
raises her hand.
Trust me. If the Prince of Starkhaven can afford my work, and I cannot afford not to. He smiles. Speaking of which, I was informed by the Lady Inquisitor that I should help you. And he looks towards Fairy. Fairy just looks a bit more excited. Huh? He just kind of laughs a little bit. I'm supposed to teach you some techniques that will help you with production, so that you can lessen your cost for the members of the Wyvern Smark, I believe she said.
That's us.
She's just standing there stunned. My phone went off. Excuse me. No! You're ruining the narrative.
I suppose that I will have to come back another day. She smiles as she
You are
starts
more than
putting away
welcome
dishes.
to stay and watch.
I was here to actually learn from Fairy, so there are 3 people teaching other people in this.
That is
smithy.
fine. He smiles. I
It is
am
quite
not
small of a smith.
squeamish. He just kind of laughs a little bit, and the tall human gentleman is kind of looking around, kind of smiling a little bit. This is a lovely smithy.
I will help with production. She smiles as she crosses her arms, being the ghost.
We are waiting on Dogna, though. Just kind of thinking for a moment. I mean, she said she was coming by. She just wanted to stop by the Wyvern's mark to say hello. So
That's
hopefully
fine.
she'll be here soon. He smiles.
Come
allow
in.
me
Would
to
you like
introduce you.
coffee?
Yes, please. Henniga actually kind of puts her, the young female dwarf kind of puts her hands. Allow me to make you coffee. I make the best coffee, apparently.
Oh.
Or at least a
Kunari
Kunari told me once, and she smiles. And
That's good enough for me. She smiles and
she starts to walk in, and he goes, "Oh, my apologies. This is Henna," and he points to the young female dwarf, and she bows her head a little bit to you. And this is Claude, and Claude kind of bows his head a little bit as he's still looking around a little bit. And
nods with a
they are
smile.
both my assistants. Well, and he kind of blushes as Henna like crosses her arms. I mean, Henna's more than. Stop. He just looks like kind of glares towards her a little bit, and she laughs a little bit. She starts to walk in.
Talon helps her find everything in the kitchen. The small
Okay.
kitchen.
She just kind of looks around, and she's like, "Oh, you already have dwarven coffee."
Of course we have dwarven coffee. I wanted to make sure that she didn't miss out.
That's good. This is hard to come by sometimes. And she grabs at it and she starts to make you coffee. And Bridget, let's go ahead and talk about your thing. If you buy 2 greater health potions for, can you barter? So go ahead and roll bargaining, which is a communication skill.
Damn it.
You can't just do shit. You know this. So I would say you're in Bodon's shop, and Bodon raises his hands. I would love to, my dear, but unfortunately I can't afford it.
Okay, I'll take the full price on it.
Okay. So make sure you subtract from your gold and your silver. And after a while in the Wyvern's Mark, let's see. Well, actually, you all would be walking around, wouldn't you? Because, Wesley, you're gonna take Ariani on the town. Is that right?
Heck yeah, I am.
Where are you taking her?
My favorite shop.
Oh, to Sleight of Hans.
The side of Hans, yeah.
I didn't forget. Ariani's just kind of laughing as she looks around.
Because I did. I'm like,
She's just kind of laughing a little bit as she's looking around. This is a fun shop.
yeah, it's side of Hans.
Yeah, no, I got the pun. She smells.
And it's Hans. Show him the thing that you do. Show him the thing that you do. I feel like Hans would just like jazz hands.
He jazz
And then, like,
hands. He's straight up jazz
here's
hands.
a card, and
He's straight
there's
up jazz
gone.
hands. Yeah.
Here's a card again. It's gone again.
He does the finger move
Hey,
where he
hey,
does
Hans.
the fingers to the
Alright,
one
Hans.
side.
Alright, we
She's
get
just-
it.
She's just giggling a little
Trying
bit.
to show off in front of her.
she's
Weirdo.
putting her hand to her mouth and she's laughing a little bit. So this is your go-to shop then? And she smiles too.
And he's like, yes. Like nodding his head like smile.
Well, then what would you suggest a novice like me purchase?
Oh, what kind of illusion are you looking to purchase? Although I
don't
don't
know.
work here, I feel like I should get 10% Hans. Anyway,
Hans shakes his head and just rolls his eyes. She's just kind of snickering to you a little bit. Well, I mean, they don't sell fireflies here, so I can't do that trick for you.
oh, but they have flash paper.
Flash paper?
I mean,
what's that?
magic paper.
What's the magic paper do? And she smiles too.
Oh, it's like whoosh, and like he
Does
does.
he
like,
actually have it?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
does
he
like
does.
the
She
like-
actually jumps a little bit like, oh!
He snaps and like a little tiny flame comes out.
She just kind of laughs a little bit. It's like actual magic, but not. And she smells exciting.
Look, don't go like that, because it is magic. It takes a magician. It takes magic and precision, just like real magic, I take it.
Sure.
Right.
She nods a bit. She's just laughing a little bit as she's kind of like leaning against her staff a little bit, listening to you, just excitedly.
There's here, and he picks up like a wand, and then he like does like that sleight of hand, like, oh my, like look over here, and then he like unfolds it, and it's like the appearing flower.
She claps a little bit. That's a good trick. I like that. How did it work? And she kind of looks over it a little bit.
A great magician never tells his secret. Also, I think I broke it, so let's put that back.
Hans just rolls his eyes as he continues to unpack a shipment. She's just laughing a little bit as you're showing her different items for sale.
I feel like it kind of be like a hokey, like there's like top hats and like balloons and rubber band balls and just like knickknacks and stuff.
She just kind of like looks towards out the window and she can see the smithy from the area. She actually kind of stops a little bit. I didn't expect Claude to be here.
Who? Who's Claude? He looks out the window too.
You see a tall human gentleman kind of standing outside, kind of waiting for someone. It looks like. He's someone we helped a while back. Oh, that might be one of the little bonuses that, the Inquisitor was offering.
How many bonuses is she giving us?
Well, if he's here, that means Rengrand's here. And that would mean that Henna is here, and she kind of thinks to herself. But Claude can't work with enchantments, so it would probably be Dagna, so that I can't imagine anyone else she would send.
Would she send... And like he starts to hide.
What?
He like starts like to hide behind her, and do you think
she kind of jumps a little bit at that and looks behind her?
That she would send Kaelus's lover boy?
I don't think she would send Quinn.
Okay, thank God.
She's laughing a little bit. Why are you so afraid of Quinn?
He's mysterious. Scares me. He's an assassin.
I can kick his butt for you if you want. And she smells.
I will draw that while you do it.
Wow, you're really convinced that would be hard to do. And she kind of looks out towards it, and then you see the small dwarf that came over a long while ago, who was helping with trying to figure out the enchantments, walking in. Looks like a party over at Fairy, her name was? She looks to you.
Bouquet?
She laughs a little bit as you hold up the flower bouquet. Until you see Dagna walk in, which of course you've met before because she tried to help with the enchantment of the crystals.
Hey, Dagna. She smiles and she waves.
She waves. It's a party in here, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Rengrand kind of laughs a little bit. Should we open up the smithy then? And Fairy kind of nods a bit. Yeah, I'll go ahead and start opening. And she starts kind of rush excitedly to open up the shop. He just kind of laughs.
I haven't seen Osh yet.
Osh. And he kind of tilts his head a little bit.
My son.
Oh, I
He
see.
looks to him with a smile.
Well, I'm sure if he's supposed to be here, he'll be... We're quite early. And he kind of looks outside, kind of looking to the sun. As
Yeah, we are.
Fairy starts to open it.
All right.
Yeah. He just kind of smiles, and Dagna kind of scratches her head. So, you're supposed to teach me, and she looks to Claude, a little bit more on the enchanting so that I can do a little bit more for our lovely Wyvern's mark. And he nods a bit. Which you're quite surprised because you know that only Tranquil know the art of enchanting, or dwarves. And this gentleman is neither.
So Claude knows how to enchant?
Yep.
Is that what you're saying to me?
Yep.
She kind of blinks as she looks at him. You know how to enchant?
He looks to you, kind of blushes a little bit, and he nods. It's hard to describe. I was Tranquil before.
Okay. She's doing like the Nathan Fillion.
He just kind of watches you for a moment, kind of like scratching his cheek a little bit.
How?
Well, a friend of ours, helped. I was, it's complicated. He looks a bit concerned. Grant's kind of laughing a little bit as he's setting up to help. Very. And, I would say Bridget and Darion also see that Fairies is quite lively as they're opening up.
Do I see who's all around?
Yep. You see a tall human male, and 3 dwarves. 1 male, 2 female. You recognize
and 1
Dogna, of
Canary
course.
woman.
And a Canary woman who towers above all of them.
Well, Fairy, if you were having a party, you should have invited us.
Fairy looks over to you as she's opening the smithy. Oh, apparently I'm getting, some lessons from the great Rengrand himself, as she kind of looks excited.
Do I recognize this name?
Roll historical lore, please. You have heard tales of a dwarf who made armor for royalty, including the King of Ferelden, Alistair, and the Prince of Starkhaven, Sebastian Vale.
Wait. Not that Rengrand, is it?
She nods. She's just really excited. He kind of like laughs as he's talking with Utah and Claude and Hannah.
I lean over to Fairy. Which one's Rengrand?
The male. She smiles.
There's 2 males.
The non-human one.
Ah.
She just smiles.
Talon's probably starting the forge. Getting the forge up to heat.
And I think
I'll introduce myself to Rengrand.
He smiles and he holds out his hand. Rengrand, nice to meet you. And Darion nods to him a bit. Oh, Lady Fairy, I must apologize. I didn't apologize before. I never brought your armor with me, and I forgot completely. And he looks down a little bit, and I'm so sorry. And she laughs a little bit. You're a very forgetful sword, aren't you? He just shrugs a little bit. Whatever's happening is probably going in my mind as well. So I do apologize, and I will be sure to wear it proudly from now here forward.
I need to finish that drawing of it.
And, Wesley, as you and Ariani are leaving, you can hear now, they're just talking loudly now through the, in the Eternal Flame. Ariani looks towards you. Did you want to go over, or did you want to just avoid them?
You want to talk to them?
I mean, it would be nice to see Claude again. I guess I can introduce you to someone in my past. She smiles a bit.
Weird.
I know, right?
I think I don't have anyone in my past.
She laughs a little bit. Well, now I'm technically part of your past. Because the past keeps moving as the present continues forward. She wiggles
Don't depress
her
me.
fingers. She starts to walk towards the Eternal Flame. And, Tall, you actually see Claude kind of look over, and he looks really excited as Ariani starts to walk over, and he actually approaches quickly. And Wesley, you see Claude actually give her a hug, and she just laughs a little bit.
And he goes straight in, like, touching his shoulder. Hi there, Wesley.
He stops and he smiles.
Hello,
and,
Wesley.
Nice to meet you, and he holds out his hand to shake your hand.
Hi.
Ariani looks towards
So
you. Kind
you
of.
and Orione, you mentioned your name was Claude, right?
Yes, he smells.
Well, lovely to meet you. This is where we introduce each other. I'm Wesley, as I said before.
He nods a bit. It's wonderful to meet you, Sir Wesley.
Yes, but how do you and Mariani know each other?
Ariani just raises an eyebrow towards you, kind of smiling. We have history. she crosses her arms.
Oh, his history. He
Yeah,
looks
absolutely.
back like definitely.
She's just smiling coyly.
Oh.
Claude
Like,
kind of nods. Claude kind of nods
like
a little
that.
bit, not understanding exactly what she's trying to do. Yes, I
So,
guess you
like
could say we did. And he smiles.
Oh. So like your one friend in the Dalish.
I'm dying. Please.
What about my
send
one
help.
friend in the Dalish? And she smiles and she raises an
Do
eyebrow.
you have a crush too?
What? And he looks a bit
Do you
concerned.
have-
No. It's no. And he shakes his hands. It's I didn't know that's what. Are you? He looks towards Ariana. He's laughing loudly as she's holding her sides.
I knew it, you little liar.
I'm getting so good at it.
But you're not though.
You fell for it quite easily, Sir Wesley. And she just smiles towards you coyly. I could feel that rage bubbling up, and she wiggles her fingers towards you.
Remember last night? Do you want to repeat?
What kind of threat is that?
She's just laughing. So
No,
Todd.
go on,
not.
what happened last night?
Out of character. This is out of character. I'm not saying this in character.
Oh, Bridget said it though.
Go
Dariana also
ahead and
raises
tell
an eyebrow.
Mariani. What happened last night?
Nothing, and she blushes. She like glares towards you.
Just smile.
Claude is actually kind of blushing a little bit. I feel like I've been thrust into something that I shouldn't be, and I'm going to back away slowly. And he starts to back away a little bit. Ariani
Nice to
just
meet you. Goodbye.
Ariani just kind of glares at you. Don't make my friends uncomfortable, and she points to you.
No, I'm just being honest.
Ah, she
This is
sighs.
something that people want from me, right?
Oh, you'll get yours. And she glares towards you, smiling. You'll get yours, Sir Wesley.
Win.
She walks in actually after Claude. Darion's just raising an eyebrow. Sir Wesley. So forward. Just puts her hands to his chest. Kind of in like fake appall.
I didn't say those things for you. And then he walks in.
He looks towards you, Bridget, kind of laughing a little bit. Let it be known, my dear, that I will never kiss and tell. And he smiles to you and kisses your forehead and walks in.
She just giggles a little bit.
Oh my goodness, if we had Marissa here, it'd be a party. She smiles. She looks at the.
You mean it isn't already?
I
Seem-
mean, Marissa's the life of the party, let's be real.
Thank you for announcing such! You hear from far away.
What is everybody
see
just coming?
You
to
see
hang
Ash and
out in
Marissa
the
come in.
forge?
You see Ash and Marissa coming in. And they kind of stop. Should we go elsewhere? This seems packed in there.
I'm getting out, to be honest with you.
Ash just kinda laughs a little bit.
She starts to leave. I made you breakfast. She says she
Oh,
Ash.
thank you.
I didn't know I would have 30 people here because I only made breakfast for 3.
She looks a bit concerned. I think there's less than 30 people here. I think you're okay.
There's more than 3.
Well, that doesn't mean we all need breakfast. She raises an eyebrow, smiling.
It's rude to enter a person's home and not feed them. Just saying.
She just laughs a little bit. So, Claude,
I
why?
learned that from the humans.
Claude kind of smiles a little bit. Ariane looks to Claude. So, why are you here, Rengran and Claude? I know, I kind of get why Rengran's here, but Claude, why are you here? And he just kind of rubs his head. I'm supposed to help with enchantments a little bit, but you can't enchant anymore. And she shakes her head. Yes, but I had some insight on some things, so I came to deliver that mainly. He rubs his neck a little bit. He's a very quiet man. Lady Dagna actually told me you all were trying to, push spells into crystals.
I have the crystal with me, Colin says as she moves to pull it out of her pocket.
He looks
I haven't
towards
given
it.
it back to Bravia yet. She holds it out to him.
He looks to it. That's one of mine. He nods.
So you're who we're looking for.
Well, I can't, do it anymore, unfortunately.
But you remember how it's done?
Bits and pieces? He nods a bit.
That's more than we've had.
That's what, the Inquisitor said. He smiles a little bit, and, of course, I owe you greatly, Lady Ariani, for what you all did for me, so I want to help. And he smiles to her, and she kind of smiles back to him.
Well, then I will leave this in your care, she says as she hands him the crystal.
He looks to it, and he smiles a little bit. Well,
Maybe it'll help having the physical form of it.
It's possible. I can't guarantee that it'll happen.
We appreciate
Especially
you
since
trying.
Well, the thing was, I worked with a mage when I made these.
Do you remember who it was?
He looks down a little bit. Bits and pieces. He nods a bit.
Do you have a name?
He shakes his head no.
Well, I suppose this is a good place to start. We'll begin from the bottom, yes?
He smiles a little bit. And he nods a bit.
Look, we're all on the same floor, so we'll work through it and see what we can learn. I know Fairy's very excited. She smiles and she looks to Fairy.
Fairy's just like bouncing a little bit, kind of smiling.
We should let them work. I am going to go back to the Wyverns mark because training teaching is not going to happen today.
She said that you might have questions for me, in regards to, figuring out how exactly to go about this. But I did want to warn you, if you do want to find the person that helped create these, he's very dangerous.
If you know who he is, but don't know his name, can you describe him to us?
I believe, if you'd like, I could discuss that back at the tavern if you'd like, or somewhere more private.
That'd be fine.
He
Do you
smiles
mind
and
if we steal your assistant? She says, looking to
Ringrand shakes his head and he smiles. That's what he's here for.
Rendegrand. Alright, we're gonna borrow Claude.
Alright, so who's all going back to the Wyvern's Mark?
I am.
Did I hear this conversation?
Yes, you are there.
Oh, well, shoot. Then yeah, I'm going.
Wesley?
Riley, did you still want to go around the town? Oh.
I mean, the town's not going anywhere, and she smiles to you. We have a
I'll
lot
go
more
with
time
him.
now. Okay, so you all head back to the tavern, and Claude takes a seat in one of the chairs, kind of smiling, and Ariani actually goes and orders a tea for him and her. Right, so I guess the best thing to do is to start at the beginning, and he smiles.
I think so. She nods as she sits down.
I'll sit down and start, I'll bring out my journal.
He smiles a little bit. It's, difficult, so bear with me. I was made tranquil by choice. The idea of enchanting was strange, and I was curious, or at least I thought so. And I know it's strange to imagine making the choice to take the rite of tranquility. But then I met Lady Ariani and her friends. You see, she saved me from a demon after I became possessed.
How did you become possessed if you were disconnected from the Fade?
Up until 940, it was believed that the Rite of Tranquility would make everyone immune to the wiles of a demon, but this is not so. But even other than that, it's a strange occurrence. Lady Oriani was on a mission to retrieve one of these amulets. I had gained possession of one. And when I had touched it, it reconnected me to the Fade.
They're that powerful?
He nods a bit. But immediately after I touched the amulet, being reconnected to the Fade, a demon immediately rushed in and took me. I did terrible things, and he looks down a bit. I had taken my employer hostage, making him work for exuberant amount of money, hiding him away from the person he loved the most. He looks down, a little bit pained. Lady Oriani believed in me, and she took the possession. Or tried to. It put her in a lot of danger. He looks down again, as he's just kind of like looking even more pained talking about it.
Sorry, I'm writing.
You're fine. Ariani actually starts coming back and she puts a cup of tea down in front of him and he smiles to her. I promised Lady Oriani that I would do anything I could to assist in her efforts. I mean, they could have made me tranquil again. But once I became free from the demon, I began to wonder if it was truly my choice to go tranquil in the first place.
So do you think that you were manipulated into taking the Rite of Tranquility?
He nods a bit.
Hold on, I need a new pen. This pen sucks.
Sucky pen.
Sucky pen! It's dying! That's what I get for scratching in the book too much. Feels like he was forced. Sorry.
Yeah, you're fine. I worked
Okay.
with a mage who had the idea to push spells into crystals using enchantment. He would grant the spell, I would push it in a sense. It's more complicated than that, and he would indeed put himself in a lot of danger. But it was simpler because I could handle the lyrium where he could not. Before speaking with him, I was going to go through with my harrowing, but then something changed in me.
Do you think he manipulated you?
He nods.
That sounds very familiar. I feel like we might know this mage.
He looks down a bit. He was taken by the Circle in Kirkwall, and I was left in Denerim, back when I was tranquil. But I don't think he's in Kirkwall anymore. If he really had the ability to manipulate me, I'm sure he used that to get out of the Circle.
Do you remember what he looked like?
He was a very flamboyant mage. He wore a very extravagant robe.
When you say flamboyant, do you mean loud and boisterous? Joyful?
He nods a bit. But also in the colors that he wore. His robe was of many different hues and shapes. That's the most vivid thing I remember about him. But I can't remember his face, and I can't remember his name.
Can I put 2 and 2 together to see if I realize it's the gentleman? Or if the gentleman is the connection?
From seeing
Or
the
if it's
gentleman...
Pierre.
From seeing the
Or if
gentleman
it's Pierre.
and seeing Pierre, the cloak doesn't match because both Pierre and the gentleman had dark cloaks, but his was a black, the gentleman's, and Pierre's was a gray.
To be honest with you, I think that might have to do with their ranking. So,
Well,
I don't know if I can make a roll on that or not.
No, that would be on your own insight, I would say.
Can I use investigation?
That would be to talk with him about certain questions.
Fuck.
Well,
That's my
I
one
wonder-
F.
I wonder
Use
if I
the skill!
I wonder if I couldn't use arcane lore or historical lore
to see if anybody like that has ever passed through Taventer.
That would be historical lore, I think.
May I?
Yeah, go for it. To see if
No.
Don't be upset.
I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
Yeah, so you're calling from your memory if you've ever seen this mage before, is that correct?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, did you already roll it? Nope. Okay.
Would I know what this mage is?
If you are
judged
asked,
by,
if you, I don't know if you know, but if you're trying to see if you've ever seen him before, you can also roll historical lore. You've seen anybody of that description? Bridget, I would say yes. You
What
have
do I
seen
know of this person?
not much. You just remember seeing someone passing through Ventus back when you were still in the circle. Kind of like coming to visit your family. You remember someone wearing extremely gaudy robes, which is not normal for Tevinter.
But they came to visit my family?
No, you just remember seeing them walking through the city of Ventus.
That's a start.
Wesley, you cannot remember seeing a man of that kind of style walking through Ravane or Antiva.
Because in his mind, because, you know, being a traveling magician with his mentor, he kind of like thought back to like, oh god.
Oh, if it was his mentor?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. No, your mentor, how would your mentor normally dress? Was it flashy?
I feel like in like normal, like everyday like life, it would just be like gray cloak, whatever, fuck it. Oh,
So
I used my F word for the day.
You used one F word.
Dang it!
Everybody only gets one.
Everybody gets one per session. Anyway. But then like as the show goes on, like, I feel like it would be kind of flamboyant and just like over the top to catch an eye.
Okay, I would say, but did your mentor use magic at all?
I
Was your
don't
mentor
know.
actually a mage?
So you don't know that. So Wesley would not know that?
I would not know that, but he
Okay.
did a lot of things from him too.
Okay, the robe doesn't seem to match, like, how your mentor used to dress. But I would say maybe that, I would maybe think that your mentor may have talked about something of that sort. But it's hard, it's hard to fully remember something like that.
It
Given
seems
your
like
role.
a thing that wouldn't really matter.
Yeah.
Seemed like it was just in passing.
Look at that guy. He's like, whatever. I'm a teenager. But it's like, ugh.
Yeah. So, Tal, did you want to see if you've ever seen a man like him in your
I
travels?
mean, yeah, why not?
Roll historical lore or cunning, please.
I got a 0. Roll high, don't. I didn't roll high, I died. It's an 8. Nope, I haven't heard crap about this dude.
Yeah, you've never really heard of anyone dressed so flamboyantly.
That's fine. With this gentleman that you worked with, do you know how long you were working with him? Do you know a time frame?
I met him in the circle. So
right,
I was young.
But
I was young.
I'm talking about
He's trying
how
to kind of
long-
like figure it out while he's telling you. I was young and I was in the circle, and then I was made tranquil, and he passed his harrowing, and he convinced them to let us move to Denerim, and then I stayed with him for. He starts to think a little bit more. I believe I was with him for 5 years. I remember making those and just staying in a room.
Do you remember the reason why he made these?
Shakes his head a little bit. He just asked, and I, being tranquil, had no emotions or desires of my own, so
Right.
I would do so.
And you were saying he kept you in a room?
He nods.
They always treat Tranquil like they're beasts of burden. She says that she.
Sarian
dies.
looks
I've
down a
seen
little
them
bit.
before.
Orlais
Quite
tends
sad.
to use them to replace glowstones quite often.
Oh my gods, really?
He nods.
That's terrible.
Tranquil are a major workforce from the Circle. A lot of mages choose instead, because of the fear of the harrowing, to instead convert
Right.
to Tranquil.
So either go and face your death or die.
Being tranquil does not mean death.
Might as well.
It
You're
depends.
no longer a person.
He kind of smiles a little bit. Being tranquil was not a problem for me.
I would wager those that are tranquil feel that way.
Being made tranquil, it is like... He kind of thinks for a moment. I'm trying to put it to words. He smiles a little bit. Being tranquil
would
is like a sea
wager-
of quiet just washes over you. You feel
I would
completely
wager
at
it's the
peace.
same. I would wager. Sorry to interrupt you, but I wager it would be the same as those that are in the queue.
I don't think
You
so.
follow.
He shakes his
You
head.
follow and you do what you need to do, and it brings you peace.
Tranquils can be utilized by anyone, bad or good, because we have no desires of our own, but we are at peace, we are calm, and we never wish for anything more. They do this so that demons see us as kind of a blank vessel that is not occupiable, or at least they believed it before, as I said, 940.
So then,
Marissa kind of looks towards you. I would think it would be more like, what are they called? After the re-education.
Boss.
That re-education that turns people into, like, just mindless servants.
Oh, I don't even know the word anymore. I haven't used it in so long.
She shakes her head a little bit. I can't
But I
remember.
know what you're talking about. It's
She
like
nods.
it's almost like their tongues.
Because they give it,
They're almost like
no, they give
Cerebos.
them like some sort of supplement or some sort of ick stuff. Cumic, I think it was called.
I'm gonna see if I can find it really quickly out of character.
Okay.
Keep going, I suppose. Comic is the substance used by re-educators to turn those who refuse to convert into mindless laborers.
Yeah.
Except
it doesn't sound like tranquil or mindless.
Chemic, she says. That's the
nods.
chemical.
And he smiles. It was not the feeling of being tranquil that I didn't want to return to. I finally had my own choice, and I may eventually want to go back to being tranquil, but for now, I feel kind of at peace being the way I am. I suppose is the easiest way to say.
Vidith Boss, Talon says after a moment.
Alright, or
That's the
Marissa
name
kinda
of the
nods to it.
people. Sorry. I'm sorry. She says that she's rubbing her face.
He
It's
shakes
been
his
one
head.
of those mornings.
It's alright, he smiles. Did you have any questions for me?
I can't think of any off the top of my head. I'm more worried about this mage. Do you have any idea where he went when you parted ways?
I was actually hoping, and he looks to Ariani, who kind of looks towards him, that you could help me, Lady Ariani. I can, if you're so sure. He nods a bit. You did it once before, and so perhaps you can do it again? She nods a bit. And she kind of places 2 fingers to his forehead and she closes her eyes. And you see the tips of her fingers starting to glow a light pale green as he closes his eyes. And then it seems like Ariani stopped breathing. Like she's just still as a statue.
Ariane?
And then she kind of flutters her eyes open. And she takes a small gasp. And she puts her hand to her mouth. And she just kind of looks towards Claude and kind of watches him as he looks a bit downward. I feel as though you may have seen more than I would have wanted you to see. She shakes her head no, and she's just crying a little bit. Tears are falling from her face. You were definitely manipulated. I don't know what that man wanted from you, but I'm glad that you got out of there. He looks down a bit.
Did you see his face at all?
She looks to you. It's been manipulated. I would probably attune
So
it
it's
to someone
corrupted.
of the Cour de Fleur.
Yeah.
But that does lower our chance, our types of, our search. It limits our search a bit more.
Great. So the weapon that we want to use against them is part of their repertoire. She says as she sighs, crossing her arms.
I'm sorry. I like I said, I will
No,
work with
it's
Dagna
good.
and try. I mean, I
It's
do have
good.
spells of my own. He smells, but I don't know if
Easy,
I
Claude.
have anything that would actually assist in capturing them.
Claude, it's
spell-wise.
okay.
He looks down a bit and he nods.
It's all right. It's good to know. This
He
is all
nods.
very useful information. She smiles as she looks at it.
He smiles a bit. As long as I could be of some use. Do you have any other questions for Claude?
I don't.
Not really, no.
Okay. He just kind of nods a bit. If you do go to find him, be careful. He's
I think we've
extremely
probably already had a
powerful.
couple runs in.
He nods a bit. I will go do my best to help Lady Dagna in understanding maybe how to do it once more. Since Lady Dagna is able to handle the lyrium versus I, perhaps I can actually push a spell into one and at least understand the method again.
That would be very helpful. We'd really appreciate it.
He nods a bit. I'm not as skilled of a mage as the one who used me, but I will do my best to help, and he nods a bit.
Even if you could push a fire spell or something into it just to see how it happens.
That is
You
what I
know?
plan. Even the smallest
Yes.
spell, as long as I can push it through, then I will see what I can do, and perhaps we can work it out where maybe a more powerful mage than I can work with it.
Once we know the technique, then we can move from there. She smiled.
He nods. It will take time, though. It would probably speed up finding this mage, but as I said, be cautious if you do search for him.
Right.
He nods, and he stands up. Then do forgive me. I'm going back to the Eternal Flame, I believe it's called, and he smells.
No worries. She smiles. She looks
He
at
nods. Should you need anything, please do not hesitate to ask. And he starts to walk through the door. Ariani's just watching him. Claude, and Claude looks over to him, and she just kind of looks to him sadly. I'm glad we didn't change you back to Tranquil. And he just kind of smiles towards her. I'm glad you didn't either, Lady Ariani. She nods a bit, and he starts to move out.
We have a lead.
Ariani nods a bit.
A lead that doesn't seem to have an end. She says as she looks down. Right. Anything else happen today?
I did receive a letter.
Mm-hmm.
Arion kind of smiles. How much do you all know of the Grand Tourney?
Can I roll military lore so that way I can see
It's not
if I
military
know?
lore.
What can
Cunning
I roll to
again?
know?
It would be historical lore, so cunning. Because military lore has more to do with armies and such.
Right.
Strategy, tactics, and famous applications thereof.
I got an 11.
Ooh, not bad.
12, 13, 14.
14. I would say both of you kind of know of the Grand Tourney, especially through both of your travels. You know that it is a you learned through Darion, you dinkus. No take backsies.
I roll good. What I know.
I roll good. I roll good. He just kind of smiles a little bit. You both remember that it is a tournament that they hold in the free marches where the best fighter is awarded a title of sorts.
Is that
And a
coming
trophy.
up again?
He nods a bit. Bastion has invited me to watch.
I think this would be good for our reputation. She smiles and she looks at him.
I'm sorry, what? He smiles to you a little bit.
We should
What are
enter.
you thinking?
We should enter, she says, looking at her. As the Wyvern's
like-
mark.
Bastion
You
will be
mean
quite
we
upset.
as in a representative?
Yes!
Or
Send in one.
collectively?
Either way, it would
Send
be
in
fine.
one. He looks a bit concerned.
Do they let? I can't even fathom. Do they let us fight as teams?
So, out of character, in from what Tom Rayner or Blackwall has stated in Dragon Age Inquisition, Blackwall has stated that they just all go into the ring and they all fight each other, and the last one standing is the champion. But we, of course, are not going to do that because that means I'm going to have a million NPCs going at once. Not going to do that. So instead, we'll make it into a fighting competition where you are going to fight groups or monsters. I haven't decided 100% yet. So
Okay.
You know what? If I may suggest, you could still make it the grand like big battle royale, but you could just say like the herd is thinned, and then just have it be like what's left at a certain point.
I actually have a great video for you about how a tournament is done in D&D,
okay,
where there's backstabbing and things outside the ring.
okay, we can discuss that kind of thing.
Yeah, because
But that'll be
I
for
think it would be
discussion.
really
So I don't 100%
Okay.
understand how, but I think it's going to be groups more than individuals. There are individuals that will just join on their own, but I think for the majority of it, it will be. I mean, you could individually each go in and fight for the name of the Wyvern Spark. We could easily do it that way.
I know. I think it would be better for groups.
Mm.
Wesley can take care of himself.
Oh my gosh. Talon's excited. We can use this to get a name for ourselves.
Darion just kind of looks down. Oh, my brother's going to be
We
pissed.
already have a name for ourselves. Wyvern's
A
Mark.
more far-reaching name. All they know is us in Starcave.
That would push us past the local scope.
Well,
That's
there's
right.
also that they know that we work with the Inquisition too.
The Inquisition is going underground. The Inquisition's not going to be much
So
longer.
that just means that there's just us left.
That's right.
You know, Tal may have a point. If we
There's-
fight valiantly and bravely, we could
Even if
garner
we
some allies
lose-
from this.
Even if we're not successful, if we can reach the end bracket and make a name for ourselves,
We could
it
gain
would
enough
be worth
clout.
its weight in gold.
We can gain enough
How much
clout to
gold?
get some allies.
Yes.
Oh, there's
this is
always a
pointing
big
at her.
prize, and he smiles to you, Wesley. The title comes with, of course, a large prize.
We do like money. She smiles.
No, like, is that money? Because you just said prize. Look, I'm not looking for like a oh my god, where did my accent go?
Where is your
I'm not
accent?
looking for.
I'm not looking for,
I was there for a second. Hey, wait.
Hmm.
Look, I'm not looking for like, oh, here's like a lifetime supply of like something that you'll never
It
need.
could be used towards the rest of the company. It didn't have to go towards us. If it's something that's just food rations for a year, it could go towards the company itself. I see no downside.
Downside, no money.
And besides,
Like you,
this could be a good team building exercise. And you yourself, Wesley, has said we had to gel as a team.
Doesn't
And I
That's
think
it.
our last excursion showed that we are.
No, I just said that we can't suck anymore.
Ariani's like looking at everybody. Doesn't Darion have like enough money to fund the Wyvern Spark? So I didn't think money was an issue between you all.
No,
it's
no,
not.
It's
but-
his money. It's not my money.
Darion
That's
just rolls his
right.
eyes a little bit.
Talon nods. This is the agreement. Look, it would be a great thing for us to learn how to rely on each other and to move up the ranks, and not only that, but make us known throughout the free marches. We need to start somewhere, and this is a good place to start.
Exactly. The Wyvern's Mark as an independent group has just gotten its start. We could
Hmm.
use a little, I don't know, what do you call it? Public relations?
Boost.
Yes, quite. To get our name out there and gain a
Not
little
only that-
notoriety.
Not only that, but we're not going to be on the field every time. There's not. What's to say we can't rub some elbows? She says as she looks through.
My brother is going to be pissed. Darion smiles a little
Why?
bit. Because he's fighting in it.
Like we're going to try to take it from him.
I mean, we
Nah,
just-
He just watches you.
if he's good enough, he's not gonna have to worry about nothing. She smiles. As she
See, and the truth comes out. And he's just like, raises an
What?
eyebrow towards you.
What? It's like the game, as she says as she looks at him. Only this is my version of the game, and I'm able to punch people in the.
So that's what you're really after. You just want to punch people in the face.
No, but I mean, I'm good at it. So
laughing a little bit. Right, sure, all right. Well, my brother is coming to visit in the next few days, so that he can move on to
Well, why don't
Waiko.
we
He can
talk
always
to
go
him?
with.
why don't we talk to him and see how he feels about it?
Very well, we can do that. He smiles.
That way, it's not some surprise when we enter the ring. We'll talk to him about it.
Oh, it'll
see
still
how
be a
he feels of
surprise.
it. Not if we talk to him about it prior.
That's probably true.
Hell, we might even get his blessing, she says as she looks at him with a smile.
Oh, I doubt that. And he just
Oh,
kind of
don't be a stick in the mud.
Who knows? We might get him to join.
Hey!
No, he will be fighting with the Chevaliers of Orlais.
No, he doesn't have to, though. Maybe he could fight for
He doesn't
the-
have to, except that we are the Duvals, that is a family of revered Chevaliers, of course. No, he doesn't have to. Does that mean he won't?
Pardon me,
He
my
will.
lord.
and he
Pardon me,
crosses
my
arms.
lord. I didn't mean to offend you. Pardon me, my lord.
It's not like half of our estate is built on the Chevalier's blood. No, absolutely not.
No,
he
no,
shakes
no.
his head a little bit. Absolutely.
I meant no
It's not like-
harm.
It's not like he doesn't owe it to fight by the Chevalier's side. No, it's fine.
Oh, now I'm gonna get an earful forever. She says, she leans back in her.
I only wish for you to think more before you speak. He raises his eyebrow.
Oh, I'm sorry, she says, looking at him.
And remember that our family lineage kind of relies on this sort of thing.
1,000 apologies, my lord. She says as she bows her head.
Right.
I did not mean to offend. Now he's actually pissed off at me and I didn't mean to.
He's not pissed off, he's laughing a little bit, shaking his head. Ariana's just kind of watching. So I guess that means I'll come watch. Because I'm not playing. I don't think I should fight in that.
I mean, you could. We have a literal god on our hands. Let's do it.
I hate to bring this up multiple times, and she looks towards you. I am not a god.
I'm offending everybody today, she says as she waves a hand in the
No,
air.
no, me next. Here for it.
You're a shitty magician.
Ouch!
You're
Ariana looks-
the best.
Ariana looks
You're
very
the best
stunned.
magician I've ever seen. She smiles as she waves.
She kind of pats your shoulder a little
No,
bit, Wesley.
no, you done it, Tom. You've done it. You got the stage. Anyway,
Oh my gosh,
laughing.
is the offended? Fuzzy's the offended meme now.
Ariana kind of pats your shoulder a little bit.
as she like, I'm sorry, as he like sticks his head back into the doorway. I am wounded. Go
I
into
came
another
here for a
tavern.
good time, and I feel attacked right now.
I feel attacked right now, and I'm having a good time.
Ariana's just sitting next to you, kind of looking a bit shocked still that you said that at all.
Dolan's laughing as she's.
And I thought I was bad by tricking him into thinking that that he had a crush on me. My goodness.
Welcome to
What?
Kunari
What?
Humor.
She smells
we're,
you.
we're straight
I
and
didn't-
forward.
Huh? What? She
I
smells
didn't
you,
say
Wesley?
anything.
Okay.
I'm out. I walked out.
Oh.
I'm outside. I'm not in there.
She just watches the door. You think he'll
With
come
all
back,
this-
or should I go out and go grab him?
Yeah, I think we should probably go get him.
You
out of character.
chill out as she waves her hands to you. Let the god go do it. And she
Aw.
stands up. She starts walking out.
Oh, I offended everybody.
Tara's
We should
just
probably
laugh-
also take a break soon.
Yeah,
that's what I
so
was
we're gonna
asking,
go
I
ahead
think.
and take a break. Wesley, I think since you left all in a huff, Ariani comes outside and she's just watching you. Are you all right?
Oh yeah, I'm fine. How are you?
I came with the perfect way to cheer you up.
Uh-huh.
But you're okay, so I guess I don't need to do it.
No. Please, give me a demonstration.
She just laughs a little bit. Okay, so I was gonna come out and be like, I was looking for a magnificent mage, and look, I found one. She holds out her hands to you.
Pity me, I know what she thinks of me.
But you've taught me so much, my great teacher. For watch, and she goes like this, and two flash papers go off in her hands.
Oh, you gotta be careful with those. You have long hair, and I don't look around.
Hey, look, it worked. And she smiles.
It's not like magic fire. Anyway, well, yeah, it's magic fire. But anyway, just be careful with it.
She's just laughing
Stop.
a little bit.
Careful.
Did it work or no? She looks a bit confused.
Yes, I guess it.
She's just laughing a little bit. And Darion, who's back inside, kind of like looks towards you all. Right, so I guess we'll wait for my brother to come before we move to Wycombe then? Is that how the consensus?
I think so.
Sounds like a plan.
Alright.
I mean, do you not want to do it, Darion? Seriously, truly, I'm not gonna
Oh
force
no, I
anybody to do it.
will. I will, but my brother will not join for our side.
Oh no, I don't think so. It was a joke.
Any effort I have to piss off my brother is always a good time.
Oh, so you want to piss your brother off? Okay, cool.
Absolutely, I
I'm glad you
do. He smells. Because the look on his face would be delicious.
Okay, all right.
100% I want to see that look on his face when he's beaten by someone who
Fair enough.
who changed from the Chevalier way. How would Marissa say? Hell yeah, I want to. He smells.
Marissa should be here talking about this, to be honest.
She is there.
Oh, okay, good. I
Marissa
didn't
just
know
kind
she
of
was there.
yeah. Marissa just kind of
In my mind, she just like magically, poof, she's here.
She is here. Oh, there she is.
She's just laughing at Darion for his new like as Marissa would say kind of thing.
Yeah.
I'm an influencer. She just smiles. So should we really try and convince Ariani to fight with us?
No. I would never ask her to fight with us if she doesn't want to. That goes with anybody here.
Hmm.
If you don't want to fight, don't fight. I mean,
Oh, no,
I'm
I'll
gonna fight.
You guys need a healer. She smiles.
That we will, but I respect your wishes enough to make sure that you're not gonna be stuck fighting if you don't want to fight. I would feel bad. That would suck.
Yeah. She smiles. That's probably true.
It just wouldn't be right. Just
What about you, Bridget? You gonna fight?
If I have a group like this, I don't see why not.
Yeah.
Aw, at least I haven't offended Bridget.
You haven't tried yet.
It's not too late in the day. You're right. I could if I tried. I'm not going to.
She just laughs a little
Come
bit.
on. You know what? Do your worst.
There you go.
on,
Looks
don't.
towards you. Oh no, I want to see you try. Please, go for it. He smiles.
You're too straightforward and have no tact. There, I've said it. It's done.
He looks towards you, Bridget.
Nope, I knew that already, so...
Yeah, she knew that already. You have to pick something she doesn't know. He smiles.
You're going to have to try a lot harder at all.
You think you're pretty important, but you're not. Oh, there's another one. I don't like these. This isn't fun. I'm gonna stop.
You're not very good at this.
Are you offended?
I
And he
don't-
smiles towards you.
I don't even want to try because I like you guys, and I feel really bad that I've offended all three of you.
I'm not offended. Here's the
I
eyebrow.
deeply am wounded.
As he
I
walks
didn't
back in
mean it.
with Ariani.
I didn't mean it. She's just looking to him at all. I like your magic a lot.
Jerion kind of leans back in his chair looking towards you, Wesley. I want to know more about what you were talking about back at Ferry's. He smiles a little bit.
What?
What?
He's just looking to you, Wesley, with a smile, and Ariani blushes a little bit. Yeah, thanks for that again, and she glares towards you, crossing her arms.
I missed this. What happened?
He's referencing when you were talking about the embarrassing thing with Ariani, what happened last time.
Do you really want to know?
Jerion laughs a little bit as
Because
Ariani
I'm
looks
pretty sure I
angrily
can't
towards you.
disclose all of those details without her permission.
And she
So you
blushes
have to
intensely, and she
ask her.
slaps your arm really hard.
Colin's kind of
No, because that's a private moment between us. And I'm
Darion's
pretty
just
sure-
laughing a little bit. Then stop talking about it! And she slaps your arm
No,
again.
no. He really wants to know.
Stop! And she covers her face a little bit. You're gonna
Well.
kill me, Wesley.
Don't do that.
Darren, how dare you? You're gonna kill her.
Oh no,
I would
I just wanted to see how well you would react, and honestly, Lady Ariani's reaction says it all. He smiles.
Well, I screwed up.
You're fine.
Right.
It's called a joke. And I wouldn't tell the people what we did or do.
You better
Oh,
not. And
but
she glares towards it.
that-
towards him.
What? Why
Now
would
I
I have?
understand
Why would I
that.
tell anybody that?
I don't know, why would you? And she crosses her arms, kind of like tilting her head to the side.
Because you have a dirty mind. You think I'm going to tell them all about the thing.
What? She stops and she blushes intensely.
Wesley,
Remember when I said
stop.
you get yours? And she crosses her arms, kind of glaring towards you now. She starts tapping her foot.
Oh no. Their first blue. No, don't fight.
She actually leans a bit forward to you, and she speaks in Dalish. You will get yours.
Talon actually shivers at this. It scares Talon.
She starts to move upstairs, and she just glares towards you one more time, Wesley, and kind of lifts her shoulder to you and walks upstairs.
And then I say back in Dalish, I love you. Of course, I wouldn't say those things to them.
She says back in Dalish, again, we shall never submit, and walks upstairs.
Again, we shall never submit. Well, this has been a day. Talon says as she's sitting there.
Dalish sounds weird in your accent. Marissa looks towards you, Wesley.
I forgot you can speak it.
I don't speak it, it just sounds weird in your accent. I don't know what the hell you said.
And you never will. He doesn't do this.
Watch me learn. And she wiggles her eyebrows.
No. You're not allowed.
She just kind of smiles.
You can do what you want.
I learned all Asian pretty fast. I could probably learn it.
Also, Derry, why did you ask about that?
Oh, I just wanted to push buttons. And Darian takes a drink of his wine.
No, you wanted to get my goat, and you thought that it would, but it didn't.
No, it got Ariani's goat.
He smiles.
That was the point. Which meant it messed with you.
Yes.
You know what? I'm gonna go to the Eternal Flame. I'll see you guys later. She says as she gets up.
He's laughing at you.
I'm gonna watch this chaos happen.
Lady, you may know more of the game than I expect you to.
I know a lot about the game because of Marie. Yeah.
He nods.
She smiles as she stops. I hope I get to see them in the Fade. Not for a long time, obviously, but...
I hope it's not anytime soon. He smiles.
Yes.
I don't know, what did you think, my dear? And he looks down to you, Bridget. Was that enjoyable, or should we tease them a bit more?
Oh, I am always up for a little more torture.
And he kind of smirks with a coy grin towards you, Wesley.
Marie was actually part of the circle in Val Royale.
Ah. I don't know much about the circle.
She was actually a big part.
Hmm.
To the point where she was almost like, she was one of the lords or ladies' go-to about magic and mystery. And she was very well learned. That's how I learned how to read.
Are you speaking of Madame de Fer?
Madame de Fer?
The Grand Enchanter.
No. I think it was like a private... That's why she could leave the circle. She was still part of the circle when she was with us. She was able to leave the circle as like a researcher.
Then yes, you would have to be high up on the food chain.
And I think she was a go-to for one of the Grand Dukes or Grand Duchesses. That's how high up she was. And she was amazing. She was... Who taught me how to put on makeup. Who told me that because when she tried to heal me, I was scared. I thought she was just some Cerebos. I didn't want your magic. Keep your magic away from me. And she saved me.
He nods a bit.
I'd like to go back to where I put them down.
He nods a bit.
That would
Perhaps
be nice.
one day we shall.
It's in the Anderfells. I don't know if it would be even worthwhile because I don't even remember where. If we came across it, it'd be a miracle.
He smiles a bit. Well,
And if the cave was untouched, that'd be even more so.
he nods a bit. Perhaps one day.
I should really try to go find Nicole's family and tell them what happened. Since he's Navarra and death is such a big deal.
He nods a bit.
Did you know they get massive plots? Some people have them before they even die in Navarra.
He starts to think of it.
Like massive plots, like mansions as plots.
That's a little strange. Not going to lie
It's
to you.
crazy. And the death, it takes like days to weeks to finish out a funeral. Can you imagine when you're gone, somebody telling your story like that and honoring you that way? That's crazy to me.
That's definitely not how it's done in Battle Royale.
Oh, you know that's not how it's done in the Qun.
He smells a bit.
In the Qun, they just leave you in the earth, or they feed you to the wildlife, or you're, burnt.
He
on
nods a
fire.
bit.
Your weapon, however, is taken care of.
Oh, that's lovely. He kind of raises his eyebrow.
You are an extension of the tool, she says, looking at him.
I'll pass on that lifestyle.
If we talked of the Zweihander as your tool given to you by the Qun, that would mean more to them because it meant more to the Qun. People don't kill people, weapons kill people. If that makes sense. And a weapon doesn't think, it goes.
Who knows a bit?
You would be gone, but your weapon would never be used again. It would have been made for your hand. That's why I was so impressed with the bow that Asha produced. Because that bow was made specifically for him, probably well before he was the age he was going to be to become,
He nods
Talos.
a bit.
So, it's insane to me. But that's... Oh, I should say that. I asked Fairy... Did I tell you? Were you guys? Was it last night I said it, or was it? Yeah, never mind. Out of character. Sorry, I'm having a moment. I couldn't remember if Talon had talked about wanting to become a blacksmith.
Yeah, you brought it up. Yeah.
Yeah, last night. I was gonna go over there this morning to learn. She says as she sighs.
I'm sure you can.
Oh, there's 5 or 6 people in that small smithy. I don't want to prod it up. Not when important work has to be done.
He smiles a little bit. Well, I'm sure they'll
What?
finish. Nothing. I was just smiling at the fact that you are so nervous about,
What?
working with Fairy. It's quite, what's the term? He puts a finger to his mouth. Dear, what's the term? And he looks to you, Bridget.
Oh, I'm at a loss for words myself. Oh, what is it?
I don't understand what happened. She says it's just
adorable?
between them. Oh no! Don't
that
say
seems
that.
right.
No, that's not quite it. He starts to think again.
Darling?
Incorrigible. No. He starts to think again.
No, that's not quite right either.
No.
Oh my god.
Lovely. No, that's not quite. It's not. It doesn't have the hit. Sweet is quite
sweet
close.
It's okay, but
It's close.
Yes,
He just smiles towards you a
I
little
think
bit.
the word you want is endearing. She says as she slings her.
ah,
That's the term. He
There you
smiles
are.
to you.
I love her. I can't help it. She says as she looks at him.
And it is quite endearing. He smiles to you.
She is the seed of my statue.
Oh, my headphones stopped for some strange reason. Hold on a second. Oh, there it goes. Okay. That
I
was
said
weird.
she's the seed to my statue.
Alright, and he nods a bit.
You don't know that I told you it, didn't I? It's a legend, or it's not a legend, it's more sort of a fable, I suppose, that we use to teach the Qun in a quick sort of manner. But I feel like it's a statue standing at the beach, and it's proud, and it gets beaten down by the waves.
We'll say that you explained to him because you've already done it on stream before.
Yep. But
He
I think
knows
that the statue was in love with the ocean, and that it completed
Very
him.
poetic. Again, you should think about writing philosophy books. And he smiles to you.
No,
why
No.
haven't you started?
because
Yes,
I'm a
come
dumb
on, Lady
Kunari.
Talon. Lady Talon. Honestly,
No.
honestly,
Nope.
I would help
I'd
you sell them.
purchase it.
No, I
I'd
don't
certainly
want
buy it.
it. Let's ask
Truly-
Varric. How about if
truly a
Varric
poet.
gives me an idea?
Ah.
How about let's ask Varric. If Varric
I
thinks I
see.
should do
You
it.
would go to Varric, but not to me. He puts a hand to his chest.
I mean,
I am offended, Lady
you're asking me to choose between one of my dearest friends and and somebody I've looked up to for 15 years, she says as she looks at him with bright
Just slowly
face.
puts his hand back to his chest. And you wouldn't choose me?
Oh my god, you're horrible. You both are.
He starts chuckling a little bit.
Are you sure you're not demons? This must be hell.
Oh no, she's on to us, and he looks down to you, Bridget.
Don, we took it too far.
Took it too far. Yes, you are correct. Quite right.
Yes, too far
Mm.
indeed.
Yes, quite. Yes.
Why isn't I get this today? Is it because I started stuff?
Well, Sir
Is that
Wilson
why?
left, and I was already having fun with him, but he left. So, you know.
Okay, fair enough.
Marissa just like looks, I'm leaving before I get picked next, and she starts walking upstairs.
How are you, by the way?
She stops and she looks to you. Huh?
How are you doing?
She thinks for a moment.
Haven't seen much of you in the last 12 to 24 hours.
I mean, I'm alright, I think. No sign of crazy thing over whatever's inside me, so that's helpful.
If we do go back and see Tayana, are you going to be okay? Is it alright that I asked that?
She nods a bit.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
She, thinks for a little while. And she looks at her. We'll have to do something together soon, I think.
Like what?
No, we used to be thick as thieves and then I fell in love, so we need to fix that, don't we?
Oh yes, now I am the eligible bachelorette. And she puts her hands to her hips.
What a strange
Everyone's
notion.
falling in love all around me.
If you were faster, you could have picked this up, but you didn't. So, I mean... You missed out.
She just
You
watches
missed
you.
out. She's just laughing now. She's giving up. She's laughing.
I'm sorry, I know you're a little lover.
I'm an everything lover. What are you talking about?
She looks towards you, Bridget, and Darion. She's a little lover. She nods a bit.
Stop it! Stop it! You're horrid. You're just as bad as them.
Oh, you started it trying to make me all flustered.
I'm just joking with you. I wasn't really worried about you being flustered.
Everyone knows you're the easiest one to fluster in this group. Tall.
That's why I don't fluster back. Don't dish it if you can't take it.
That's true. That's true. I'm
That's
fine
why I
though.
don't try to fluster.
I'm fine though.
Well, I worry about you a lot, not because of other things. Just because
a
I
bit.
care about you.
Alright. I'll be alright. I'll let you know if anything decides to pop up.
You don't have to. If you just feel lonely, tell me.
She nods a bit. Yeah, alright. I'm gonna go
Oh,
cuddle
also,
a nug. Hmm?
Okay.
She likes you, Bridget.
Bridget smiles a little bit.
Hmm.
We haven't thought of an appropriate name for Tall and Fairy.
Oh no. Don't do this to me.
Oh, you have one. She smiles to you.
Don't do this.
Well, I've been thinking of several names,
winces.
and none of them are quite right.
Tarian
She's
just looks
wincing.
down to you a little bit.
She's bracing herself.
I don't
I
even know
mean, the
this
ones that come
part.
up are Tari.
Tari. Hmm.
Sounds like a piece of
Fairytale.
food.
What about fallen? Like fallen in love.
Oh my god!
Perfect.
No!
She's laughing.
Sis, why? Why you do this to me? She says in Kunlat.
Because I'm alone and I get to cuddle a nug, so I get to do whatever the frig I want. And she points to you, smiling.
We can go by the last name and go Kadan.
No! No! That's horrible!
That's really
No.
bad, Bridget. Oh boy.
Out of character, I really like it.
I knew
No!
you would.
No!
Bridget, ooh, that's a steamy name. She kind of
That's
fans
steamy
herself.
as.
Well, I'm glad you like it.
Y'all are horrible, Talon says with a loud sigh.
Darian just
Y'all
sighs
are
a little bit.
horrible, and I
Wait,
hate
do you have one for us? And he looks to you, Bridget.
I don't, but I thought Marissa did.
Marissa just shakes her head. I haven't thought of one for you yet.
Oh. We have to think of one then, don't we?
Barium? Bararion? Ryan. Colin's smiling.
Now, your names don't really mush together, do they, very well?
Bridion?
Damn it!
She's just laughing really loudly.
Colin's smiling.
At the top of the
as
stairs.
As she holds up her arms.
Digit?
Digit.
What are we, a number?
Yes, you're a digit.
Yes, number 1.
What are we competing against? He looks a bit concerned as he looks down to you.
All
Sheesh.
other relationships, I suppose.
She
You're in
points
the
at Tall. That?
He looks to you, Tall. Alright. What does that mean? Like, we're fighting
mean-
like, to be, like, the number 1 couple, or what? I'm not understanding.
Yes,
You
you're
want
trying to be the
to
most,
be the
most
very
adorable
best?
couple in the whole entire of Thedas.
Like no one ever was?
Get out. Out of character, get out.
You're welcome.
He just thinks for a
Get
moment,
out.
and then he looks towards you, Tall, and he kind of smiles coyly. Challenge accepted.
Oh my god, no, don't actually take it as a challenge, but it's a joke!
I won't, I'm just teasing.
Oh
One
my
day,
God, I'm
one
gonna
day
go-
you all
I'm
will
gonna go have a
understand
fit.
Orlesian teasing. One day.
I'm gonna go have a fit.
Go have a fit. And he smiles.
Also,
Have fun.
are you still calling me Miss or Lady Tall?
Yes? Lady Tullin.
Stop it.
No.
Stop it.
Are you attempting to change me?
I'm trying to make sure you know that there's no different level between us. Stop it.
The only one I
Damn it.
don't call is Bastion, and that's because Bastion is my brother. And I even still call Lady Bridget.
Well, I think it would be quite awkward for you to call him Lady Bastion. Oh, when we beat him, we should call him that.
No.
No. No. Never. That's horrible.
Aw.
Okay, anyways.
Wow. He just looks towards you, Bridget. That is a low blow.
I mean,
Don't
don't
repeat
think you
that to
didn't
me.
think about that at least once.
He shakes his head slowly, no.
Not even once.
Making him a Lady of
Oh.
Olay instead of a Chevalier, that is not... Whoa. Mm-mm. No.
No, I mean just in revenge, you know, just
No.
In
He said
revenge.
salt the wound.
no. Lady Bridget? No. 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 No.
Not once.
No.
Hmm.
No.
Right then.
Marissa kind of laughs a little bit as she heads upstairs. And is
Oh,
there anything?
speaking of which,
Oh, go ahead.
are there any particular rules to this whole tourney?
I mean, they'll go over them when they actually have the grand tourney.
I'm
Why?
sure. Well, I want to make sure there's nothing that we would be doing that would be illegal per se, according to the rules.
Well, even magic is permitted because even those from Tevinter join in the fight. Minrothis at least sends a dozen.
It's one of those things that we can really rub elbows talking to those around us, seeing what we can find. It's going to be more of the game physical than it is going to be the game in Orlais.
Damn, I'm not good at the physical part. And he sighs.
Yes, you are. You're a
Yes, I
pretty good
am.
fighter.
Alright, fair enough.
And
he
besides,
smiles.
that's why we have Tall.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yes.
Well,
Anyway.
nice. We wait for Bastion then.
Right, we wait for Bastion and we figure out where to go from there. In the meantime, I think I'm going to go to the Eternal Flame, she says as she's walking out the door.
He nods. And is there
Just
anything
gonna
else you want
watch
to do?
them like creepers.
Is there anything else you wanted to do before I bring Bastion in?
No, I think I'm good.
No, I think we're ready for this.
Wesley wants to talk to Ariane for a second.
Okay, so you went up after her after she went upstairs?
Yeah.
Okay, so she turns towards you kind of coyly. Yes, Sir Wesley, what can I do for you?
Ho ho ho.
She smiles.
That's rough. That's rough, buddy.
Don't you think I know that?
I'm not here. You're not here, God.
You're not here.
She's just smiling towards you.
Well, if my lady would like to join me for some dinner, possibly
possibly not
later.
here.
Together.
You can see
So
her
that I
like
may
her
make
like
this
coy
up
like
to her,
crossing her arms like this
because-
coy like attitude she's got is starting to break. She's starting to laugh a little bit to herself.
because it wasn't right for him to say those things, and it wasn't right for me to egg it on, and I apologize.
She starts
And I would
covering her
never
mouth.
give details.
She's just
Stop
laughing
it.
a lot. Wesley, I was joking. Everything's fine.
You're such a liar! I am wounded! And he goes, ha! Hand to his chest.
She
Very
like
feminine.
she lifts both her hands and snaps, and flash paper goes off.
You got to be careful with that stuff.
I was trying to cheer you up, but you said it worked. She smiled.
Hair's going to catch on fire one of these days, and I'm gonna put you out and be like I told you.
And to be
Your
fair,
safe precaution.
fire used in magic is real fire, and I could burn my hair with that fire too. So
Yeah, but this stuff tonight. Just because I did it once to my own self just means
oh,
I'm very
that's why
confident
you're
about it.
worried. Okay, that's why you're worried. She just smiles
That's
towards
the
you.
best. That's the best thing I've heard all day.
So what about revenge
What revenge?
against Darion?
Oh.
I will not be teased. And she smiles.
What did you have in mind?
She starts to think.
He does very evilly.
I don't know. I'm really good at kicking people in the shins, as I've told you.
I'm pretty sure he has a brother and he had a sister at one point. I'm pretty sure he's used to that.
She
That what,
starts to think.
isn't that what siblings do?
I don't know. I don't
I
have
don't
any.
know either. Me either. If I did, that'd be weird. Can you imagine me having a brother or a sister out there? Well, I probably do, but I wouldn't know that. Anyway,
She starts to think for a moment. Oh, how weird.
that's weird. Anyway, no on to the other subject because I don't want to think about that.
Would you like to go search for your long lost sibling?
Oh hell no! That's fine without me. Can you go- I don't want them.
She's just laughing a little bit.
Anyway, what did you have in mind besides
I don't-
kicking them in the shin?
I don't know. I'd have to think on it. I'm not that great at coming up with plans, I guess. Oh, that's a weird laugh. And she smiles to you. Did you come up with an idea?
Something like that.
Okay, what is that? And she smiles. You gotta let me in on the juicy details.
We have to go back to Hans.
Okay. She smiles.
All right, let's go.
She follows you to Hans.
All right. And I will text you it because I don't want Bridget to know.
Yep, go ahead.
Okay.
Texting my
okay,
phone, or
yeah.
are you messaging in the in the Secrets of the Fade?
Secrets.
Okay. Cool. All right. So I want to see what Wesley's got going on. So let's figure this out first.
Question.
Yes, ask me a question.
We only have 15 minutes left. Do you still want to bring Bastion in, or do you want to wait till next session?
We will probably wait till next session because it seems like Wesley has a good idea for something to do.
Okay.
I also
I
have
wanna
an
see how
idea,
this-
but I want to pass it by you.
Okay, go for it.
No,
Uh,
not yet. Off stream.
Off stream? Okay.
Yeah, no big secret. It's just something I'm working on. So
Okay, sounds good. Hmm.
1 second, sorry.
No, you're fine. The pressure is on.
Yep.
So yeah, we will make the tourney probably easy to go with battle-wise to make it, you know. So I will say it's groups.
We could always do war. Actually play war.
Hmm?
We could actually play war, the card game,
Oh yeah, we could.
and that way we don't have to do like super fights. We could just,
We could do
you know what
that.
I mean?
Like quick time stuff.
Yeah,
instead.
do like 25 cards and the
Okay.
best.
Yeah, it'll mainly be with you mingling.
Yeah,
That's the biggest thing you
I'll
guys
send
want.
you the link.
Okay.
Well, it's a really cool
Yeah, send me the
sort of
link.
idea.
Send me the link. Oh, now I see you typing. Oh, now I see it.
Yeah?
She's just laughing at you a little bit as you're telling her this plan. But why? But why?
We have resources. We have
She's just holding her side laughing.
patience. And most of all, I really want to see if this works.
Sure. All right, let's do that.
You have to help me though.
Okay. She's just laughing really loudly.
I also want Marissa on this too.
Okay. So, you buy what you need to buy, and you tell Marissa.
How much would it be?
I would say,
I'm meaning, like.
I would say, look, they don't have like paper ones.
Oh, I'm okay. I got money.
Oh, that's right. You do have a lot of money.
I got money.
Shit. I would say, let me look at the price tags. Hold on. Oh god, I'd have to check.
Or just make up a number. What you feel like the number would be.
Yeah, you'd like that, wouldn't you?
I put.
Yeah, you'd like that, wouldn't you? Hold on a second. Do. I would say it would be for the cheapest one. I would say probably 3 silver for a bunch of them.
Yes.
Okay.
I want double that.
Okay, so you get double that. So make sure to subtract 6 silver from your amount, and you go and you rush to Marissa to tell her you move to tell Marissa the plan, and she kind of just watches you for a moment. That is the stupidest plan I've ever heard, and I'm in.
Yes. Thank you.
She's just laughing a little bit. I didn't believe you could go so stupid. But look at you. I'm so proud of you, Wesley. She puts her hands to her heart.
I know, this is gonna be great.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see this.
So, we're going to go to the next day.
Okay.
And
don't have to make a roll.
No, you got enough assistance. I'd say it goes off without a hitch. Especially given the circumstances. Bridget, you start to wake up kind of thinking about writing a few things in your journal, and as you look to the floor, you see a shit ton of clay cups on the ground filled with water.
This is dumb.
Wait. I wake up and this is on the floor?
Yeah, surrounding the bed.
Like a clay cups on the ground.
Filled with water.
Bunch of clay cups full of water.
Darion kind of like stares a little bit. What's wrong? And then he looks around.
Down.
Oh, secret.
Huh? Okay.
Okay.
That is interesting. Talon, as you step out of your room, you see the hallway kind of going up towards Darion's area and well, now Ariani's, because that's where her mirror is. You see a ton of clay cups filled with water on the ground.
What the actual hell? Flash it in these boss, I swear. She says she starts moving around them gently. Do you want me to roll for that? I'm gonna roll for that.
Yeah, let's see if you break any cups.
I'm rolling dexterity for it.
Yep, do that. I would say with the triple force.
force.
I would say with the triple force, you kind of dodge them quite easily, and Marissa kind of opens her door a little bit, peeking out, and then she sees you and closes the door, and then you hear her laughing a little bit.
Talon stops, and she turns herself to go to Marissa's door.
She's leaning against the door.
I knock cups over.
You knock a few cups over.
Marissa,
You just hear laughing. It's not my idea.
Marissa, what in fresh hell is this?
The cups of water. You will stay very hydrated. The healer says so. She's just laughing.
Did you play part in this?
No.
You're gonna have to mop this mess up.
Why would I do such a thing, Big Sis? She opens the door, starts fluttering her eyelashes towards you.
She pokes her in the nose.
Ah!
Marissa!
She's just laughing a little bit. I mean, they got it worse, and she points up the stairs.
What do you mean they got it worse?
Meanwhile,
Yeah.
no, I'm just saying.
Do it.
Meanwhile,
Do it. Take
Yeah,
a dex. Take a dex.
Darion is just looking around. And he actually leans to the floor and picks up one of the cups. He looks over it a little bit. Well, I don't know what to say about this.
I mean, how? First of all, how did someone get into our room to do this?
He starts to think.
Wait. I know exactly who and how.
He just laughs a little bit. Oh, Lady Ariani must have been quite upset.
You can hear Talon scream Wesley.
Oh, he jumps a little bit. I guess
And
it continued.
there we go. So, what do we do?
I just want to know why water cups. And he's looking around again. And Ariani and Wesley move to their room and they're laughing a little bit, I'm sure.
No. I feel like Wesley would be like sleeping.
Ariani kind of sits up a little bit, kind of listening to the scream for Wesley.
Wesley! She's like screaming. She's trying to march her ass back up the stairs. Hold on, we're gonna do another dexterity check. The more angry she gets, the more she drops.
Ariani opens the door. Are you alright? She looks a bit concerned.
What is this?
She closes the door behind her. Oh my, that's a lot of water cups. And she looks around.
Ariani!
She looks up to you.
How do you not know what this is if Wesley's done it?
I'm not a
Didn't
keeper.
magically
And she raises an
appear.
eyebrow.
You're sleeping in the same room as him.
He could have snuck out when I was asleep.
I don't believe that for a minute. She's just looking at her. He's
don't
a
know.
bad influence on you.
Why are you so
What
upset? It's just
happened?
cups of water.
Why are they all over the floor?
You know what? That's a good question, and I did ask him that, but he didn't answer really.
So
But
you are part of this.
He caught me, and she shrugs.
What in fresh hell
Why are you so
is
upset?
this?
Is this why he picked water cups? And she puts his finger to her mouth a little bit.
I'm upset because this is Bravia's place of work and we've got bunches of cups here.
I think, Bridget, you see Ariella fly through the window. Good heavens, that's a lot of water. And she's just looking around at all the cups.
You think?
Why are there so many cups of water?
Oh, I can take one guess as to
Is this
why.
a free matcha thing? And she looks to you.
I don't know.
Hmm.
I really don't know. But, suppose you can't help in this matter, could you?
Why would I do such a thing?
Why would I do such a thing?
Tara
Why would I
laughs a
help
little bit.
you?
For sinister revenge.
Oh,
Against
you
who?
have... Oh, I see. We're starting a prank war or something. Is this what this is? And she looks around.
Well, we didn't start it, but we're definitely going to finish it.
Quite. Darion smiles evilly. And we're going to end the session there.
If you can get through the door.
We are going to end the session there.
Terrible.
With Wesley
Why-
starting a prank war.
Why are the cups of
Ariani
water?
started this prank war.
Huh?
Why the cups of water? I want to know.
Yeah, why the cups of water? Explain it to
Yeah,
me, please.
please.
Funny.
Because it's funny.
It's called cups.
It's funny.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I remember like in high school that
Mhm.
someone did that to Mr. Lucero, the art teacher. No, it was middle school.
Oh.
And like we were just like going like from the sink with like tiny like Dixie cups of water, just like placing it everywhere. It took hours, but it was worth it. It was so funny.
What did he do? What happened? Yeah,
Just
tell
like,
us
what?
the story.
All right.
No one expects the Inquisition.
the Dixie Cup Inquisition.
Yeah.
Well, Wesley just started a full-on war.
Hell yeah.
Great. This was a good session.
That was a very interesting way to end the stream. Well,
It
thank
was
you
very
guys so
good.
much for listening in. Do remember that session 30 we will be having a giveaway, so be sure to tune in during that time so you can win some prizes. But more on that coming up on my social medias and also in our Discord. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with us, and we will see you next weekend for another adventure of the Wyvern Mark. Goodbye, everybody!
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.